about the fact that you feel like this game is going to be won up on the line of scrimmage. Both teams have very, very good rushing attacks.
No doubt. Both offenses are coming in red hot. Both offenses are similar in style, where they're going to try and establish a very physical, vertical running game. But, it could be one of those things, I think, where defense really is going to tell the story of this game. Who can stay ahead of the chains? Both quarterbacks do a good job of protecting the football, and they're going to have to do that tonight.
Well, a lot of good players. We'll talk about a lot. Also, Georgia Tech, Georgia are playing tonight. We're going to keep you up to date with that the whole evening, so no reason to flip from.
Stay right here.
Yep, stay right here. Right now, we're going to go down to Ashley Carey, who earlier talked to both head coaches.
Happy Thanksgiving week. I'm Ashley Carey, and it's time for the coaches interview presented by Georgia Match. I'm joined by North Gwinnett's Eric Godfrey and Buford's Bryant Appling, two faces that are very familiar to our broadcast. Coach Godfrey, we'll start with you first. It's Thanksgiving week. Typically, we were supposed to have this week off. Is there any downside to playing on Thanksgiving week, or is it business as usual?
Yeah, business as usual. And honestly, all of the Georgia high school coaches, we all want to play on Thanksgiving. It's a tradition, and it's an honor to play on Thanksgiving.
Sure, with full bellies.
Absolutely.
And Coach Appling, you dropped the first one against Milton, but that feels so incredibly long ago. How has your team grown since then?
Just each week trying to get better. They one of the better practice teams I've been around, and they take pride in Monday through Thursday and just let Friday speak for itself. So they've just been trying to improve off the game field as much as they possibly could.
Which we've seen. And Coach Godfrey, it's actually incredible how few points have been scored against both of these defenses here tonight. How will North Gwinnett's offense get into the end zone against a fast and physical Buford defense?
Right, yeah, and that's the question tonight, because they really are good on defense. I'd say like I said, they're very well coached in the right places. They do, like you say, they like Coach said, a very well practiced team. They do it well. So I'm just going to have to be first down. Hopefully we can get a shot here, but like I said, they're as good as it gets on defense. So it's going to be a tough battle for us to get those first downs.
And Coach Appling, it's been 21 years you've been here, and you've never played North Gwinnett. It's been a lost rivalry since 1999. Have people been calling you and texting you about this matchup?
Yes, very much. I'm sure Eric's heard that this week as well. But all the old crowd from the 90s and 80s, just wanted to put their 2 cents in about what happened, and all these different stories coming out about the rivalry. It's a great thing. We've actually talked in the offseason about trying to rekindle this thing. There's a lot of politics to go behind all that, but a great friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. It's going to be a fun environment tonight.
Well, here we are in the quarterfinals. It's going to be a great game. Max Preps calls it one of the top 5 games in the nation. We're looking forward to it, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, grab your leftovers and your blankets, because we'll be back with kickoff right after this. Hey, is the power off on this?
I don't know. Just take it off.
Safety violation, unsafe work conditions.
In the construction trades unions, safety is our highest priority, and we train you to recognize and speak out on unsafe working conditions so that everyone arrives and goes home safely. Learn about careers in construction at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
Beginning the morning you opened your eyes, we spent every waking moment preparing you for the day you'd leave our nest. Whether it's driving to practice or helping with homework, it's all prepared you for, what am I going to be when I grow up? Will you be ready?
After much thought, I made my decision to take my talents to the IBEW Local 613.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is not simply a job, it's a career. Visit IBEW613.org to begin a new future today.
Basic combat training is a 10-week experience that will challenge you both physically and mentally. Each phase of your training will introduce you to new soldier skills, building and advancing them along the way. You and your fellow soldiers will work as a team to accomplish each mission, overcome each obstacle, and earn the right to wear the black beret of an Army National Guard soldier.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their athletic abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision. Our team brings it to life.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
The drive for the GHSA state title is presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Transform your future today.
All right, welcome back to Tom Ryden Stadium here on the Buford Middle School and High School campus. It's a chilly night tonight. I.J. Rosenberg filling in for Brandon Adams. So, of course, our crew's over at the Georgia Tech game up in Athens. And we got Adam Clack, the former coach at Milton High School. We'll talk to him in a second. Coin toss presented by R.S. Andrews. And it looks like Buford has won the Buford has won the toss, so North Gwinnett will take the ball as Buford. And we've got the weather tonight brought to you by Personal Touch. Lawn care temperature, it is cold and getting colder. 38 degrees, wind coming out of the southeast about 9 miles an hour. We're going to get this thing going. Hang with us as Adam and myself are going to be warming up here in the press box. I want to thank GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Of course, drive for the GHSA state title is brought to you by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Go to them. Great place for high schoolers to look for jobs, all different types of jobs, plumbing and the different mechanical jobs. But this is going to be a good one, Adam. I think that if North is going to be able to stay with Buford, they're going to have to stick in there early.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be about staying ahead of the chains, protecting the football. I think my man Ryan Hall, who has been the field general for these guys all season long, is going to have a big game, using his legs a little bit as a quarterback. And
right.
As you know.
All right, so we've got the North Gwinnett starters brought to you by the Georgia High School Sports Daily. Those are the starters. Ryan Hall, the quarterback. We talked about him a little bit. Adam, he's going to have to use his legs tonight for North Gwinnett be able to beat this Buford team.
No doubt. North Gwinnett does a great job of putting him in good positions, good, clean, safe throws. I expect them to really get the ground game trying to go here if they can line up against this tough Buford.
So it looks like we got a penalty off the start. Looks like it's going to be illegal procedure.
There's those early game jitters in these big games, a lot of emotion, a lot of excitement. These guys have been thinking about it all week. No school because it's Thanksgiving. Right. So,
well, Adam, all right. So now we got the officials brought to you by the Georgia Office of Highway Safety. The referee is Ken Clampett. Umpire George Thomas, Antoine Stewart, head line judge, Freddie Stewart, line judge. I want to thank them. They got to be a little bit chilly out there tonight. So Hall's going to go back to pass. He's going to go long, and that's going to be a little bit overthrown.
Trying to loosen them up early.
Yeah, loosen it up early.
Trying to loosen them up early.
Adam, one of the things that I see a lot in college is it's amazing to see how many offsides penalties there are now.
Yeah,
maybe it's because there's just so many different plays and different things like that. All right, so the Sports Daily has got the Buford defense here. A lot of big-time stars on that defense. So it's going to be 2nd and 15. That's going to be a pitch out, and that's going to be stopped pretty quickly.
Buford's really tough to run up the middle on, and I know that's where North Gwinnett really wants to make their hay, but trying to stretch them out a little deep there and get their edge right there on the run. So see if they can soften this defense up a little.
And it's North Gwinnett running game is good. This is the 3rd down and 11 for Hall.
Oh.
That might have been all sides there. This Buford defense is big and fast, especially on the edge.
Yeah, Coach App always has a great defense.
And Hall's going to run up the middle. He fumbles the ball, and that is recovered by number 44 for Buford. That is Aaron Holloway, one of their better linebackers.
Well, and this is exactly how Buford started the game last week. They were able to get great field position, put that offense in a position to be aggressive early. Definitely not how North Gwinnett wanted to start this game. Let's see if their defense can answer, as Buford's going to have tremendous field position here.
Yeah, they are. In fact, there was a hole there. It looked like the ball was stripped early.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he would have been able to hold on to that, he would have had a chance to possibly pick up about 10 yards. But now Buford's got the ball at the 23-yard line. And that's a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Well, if you're Coach App, you couldn't have drawn it up any better than that to start this quarterfinal game. Very similar to how their second-round game went.
And that's Justin Baker for the touchdown for Buford. And that is not the way North Gwinnett wanted to start this one.
I tell you, Justin Baker's touch-to-touchdown ratio is off the charts. He had 3 touchdowns in last week's game, and there he goes, one touchdown here to start it off today.
The scoring recap is presented by Breda Pest Management. It's going to be one play, 23 yards for the touchdown for Buford.
All right, if you're Coach Godfrey now, you just settle your guys down. There's still a ton of football to play.
And it looks like the extra point is good. So with 11:01 left in the first quarter, Buford has gotten off to a great start, took advantage of the turnover, and they are up 7-0. We'll be right back on the Peachtree Sports Network.
It's that time of year. The Black Friday sales event at Matthews Kia of Cartersville is going on now. Get the 2025 Kia Sportage and 2025 Kia Sorento 1.9% APR for 60 months. The 2024 Sorento 0% for 48 months. Or the 2025 Carnival MPV LX for $409 a month. Hurry, because prices are in your favor right now during the Black Friday sales event. Don't forget, Matthews Kia of Cartersville is home to the lifetime warranty. Come see us today. All roads lead to Matthews Kia of Cartersville.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, and batteries never need charging.
I was having a stroke, and I was scared to death.
If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Life Alert is a lifesaver.
My husband is alive because of Life Alert.
Life Alert is the lifesaver to keep me out of assisted living.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-344-6363. That's 1-800-344-6363. Call now, 1-800-344-6363.
All right, welcome back to Tom Ryden Stadium here at Buford on the Buford High School and Middle School campus. Of course, they'll have a new stadium next season. Adam Clack, the former Milton State Championship coach, sitting in with me. I'm I.J. Rosenberg. This is Drive for the GHSA state title, brought to you by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Buford off to a quick start. Fumble by North Gwinnett, and one play, and it's 7-0. Adam, Buford.
Yeah, and if you're North Gwinnett here, you regroup. A lot of football left.
And that ball is going to be returned. And that was number 6 for North Gwinnett. That's C.J. Hollenquist, returning it up to about the 21-yard line. And Adam, North Gwinnett's got to be careful here. I mean, they can't. You don't want to panic.
You don't want to panic.
So you're coaching. So you're Eric Godfrey right now. You're down 7-0. You're at Buford. This is the quarterfinals. What are you telling your kid?
Well, you got to do what got you here. You got to rely on Lafayette in the backfield. You want to make sure you give Hall some good opportunities to get started in this game. I love the idea of coming out aggressive.
That's another penalty. I think that's another offsides.
Yeah. So like I said, I love the idea. They try to go deep early.
Right.
get something going, but now you come back in. You don't want to over-tighten. You don't want to over-correct, but you do want to get some rhythm going here. You don't want to find yourself in a 14-0 hole, no first down.
Not at Buford.
Against this Buford team, because then you're just going to open up the floodgates. So,
and that's going to be against Buford.
Right now, I'm thinking we got to get a first down right here. It is 1st and 5. We've got favorable situation head of the chains. Let's see if we can get our running back going here.
Yep, and Ryan Hall, the quarterback, he fumbled on the first drive. Ball was knocked out of his hands. Looks like he was running like a quarterback.
A quarterback draw.
Yeah, quarterback draw.
Yeah.
Had a hole. They had opened the hole for him.
And like I said, coming into the game, I think they're really going to need to use his legs a little bit, because it is really tough to get anything going against this Buford defense.
And that is Lafayette on the run for North Gwinnett. Doesn't go anywhere.
Like I said, Buford's going to be very, very stout up the middle there. They have
Jaden Perlott, the tackle number 5 for Buford. Now remember, these two teams come in having great regular seasons. The only loss Buford had was to Milton. That was the first game of the season. Otherwise, both teams undefeated. North Gwinnett undefeated on the season.
And both battle tested. You know, Buford played a heck of a non-region schedule.
And that ball is going to be overthrown.
Yeah, and those are the plays you're going to want to have back right there.
Yeah.
Right? Had a shot at it, went through his hands.
And it's cold. There's no doubt about it. And Hall is going for Christian Campbell there, the receiver for North Gwinnett. I.J. Rosenberg here calling the game, filling in for Good Crews up in Athens. And like I said, we will be updating that game, so you can stick right here. We'll also be updating a lot of the games around the state tonight. A lot of good games in the quarterfinals. The Egg Bowl rivalry started in college earlier today. 26-14, Ole Miss beating Mississippi State. So Hall rolls to his left. And he is not going to get the first down. The receiver got knocked back there.
And you just see how fast that Buford defense is there.
Yeah.
Looked like Hall was going to have an opportunity to pick it up with his legs there, and it just closes on you in a hurry.
Yep. And actually, Ryan Hall is their punter. So it's 3rd and 5. Officials are talking, which we see
after the play. Unsportsmanlike defense.
We got a penalty.
15-yard penalty from the
It'll be a first down.
Results
Hey,
in
you
a
take
first
them out, you
down.
can get them right now.
That's exactly right.
Hopefully
You just got to try to get warmed up, make something good happen.
Settle in, let the game come to you. All right, you want to make sure you just get some good, solid first down plays right here. You know, a lot of people talk about third down efficiency. Well, to me, third down efficiency tends to correlate to how well you do winning first down. So really want to find a way to get this running back going here, maybe trying something off the edge here again, because, again, it's going to be tough up the middle against this Buford defense.
Absolutely. Another penalty. We've had four penalties, Adam, already. And we just
5-yard penalty.
2 minutes
Still
into
first
the
down.
game. 2 minutes.
A lot of emotions, a lot of excitement. You've been thinking about this game all week, right? It's Thanksgiving week. There's something about practicing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's really where you see
You know you
the great
made it
team.
if you're practicing on Thanksgiving.
Great teams start to separate, especially in this state. You're one of the final 8 in the classification. You're doing something right.
All right, 1st and 15 for North Gwinnett. Hall back to pass. He's going to. This is what he needs to do.
There it
Big
is.
hole up the middle. First down.
Protect that for
Big hit, but goes about 16 yards for the first down.
And like we were talking about earlier, I think
that's what you need.
Well, you know, it comes down to math, right? That gives you a +1 advantage in the box when you can use the quarterback with his legs there, and that's something you're going to need to be able to do. Now, I would be advising Mr. Hall to protect himself when he gets into the open field like that.
That was Tyreek Green, number 13, on the big hit there for Buford. So it's first down. North Gwinnett has the ball in Buford territory. So do a little flip pass.
And that's great right there. First down, you're picking up 5. Good, easy completion. Going to get Hall into a rhythm here. And that's something that North Gwinnett does a great job of. They don't ask him to stand back there in the pocket a whole lot. They'll move him, move the pocket, give him a clean windshield, like we say.
That was Eric Roning on the catch right there, number 7 for North. Like you said, just try to piece the ball down the field.
You want to keep feeding this back here. Get him going.
That's Lafayette on the run, picks up a couple yards. I don't think he got the first down. I want to thank our crew tonight, led by Roddy White, an old friend from the Atlanta Falcons. We've been doing this together, Adam, for a long time. Matt Sims and the rest of the crew that was out here about 4 or 5 hours ago, setting up, getting everything ready for tonight's game.
Roddy White.
He's the other Roddy White.
Oh, okay.
All right, the pitch out, and that's going to be a first down.
See North using what we call formation into the boundary, where you put your extra receivers into the boundary there, trying to get some numbers advantage and some angles there as we see them attacking the edges of this Buford defense. And I think that's where they're going to have to live with the scheme that Coach App employs with those D linemen. They really clog those interior gaps up. You got to find a way to get to the edge. The issue there is the speed of this Buford defense will close it down in a hurry too.
Right, and we'll talk more and more about there's so many prospects on both sides of the field here. But North's picked up a pretty, they've got a good drive going here.
Now you're probably looking at 4-down territory, so.
As Hall drops back to pass, he's got a guy, and there he is.
Oh,
he dropped the ball.
Dang. What a hit. What a hit. What a great play there by the Buford secondary.
That was to the running back, Lafayette.
That was. Little wheel down the sideline.
I hope we're pronouncing that right, by the way. It's not Lafayette. He had that ball.
It was a great pass by Hall there. Put it right where it needed to be. But again, just a better defensive play there.
Yeah, he didn't get his hands. He got his hands on it, but could not pull it in. He's going to go. And he's going to fake the RPO, and is going to pick up about 5 yards on the play.
5 yards. So you're right there. Again, I think you're in 4-down territory here. So, you're looking at 3rd down, but in your mind, you're thinking, hey, it's like 2nd and 5 right here. And I don't think field goals are going to win this game.
No. You're watching Drive for the GHSA state title right here on the Peachtree Sports Network. I.J. Rosenberg, Adam Clack, calling the game. Having some fun up here.
Yes, sir. We'll check with me right here, evaluating the defense. You see Buford making a change now. Looks like they're going to be bringing some pressure.
All right, Hall back to back, a little bit low. I don't think he picked it up, did he?
No.
That's incomplete. So they're going to have a decision to make, like you said. We'll see what type of, if they go for it on 4th down or if they try to go for the field goal. Got a little wind tonight.
Yeah,
I think you got to go for it here.
Yeah, you're looking at what? The 47-yard field goal in the cold.
Yeah. And you're down 7-0.
Down 7. And you've had opportunities here. So let's see if we can piece one of these together.
All right, 4th down, about 5 yards.
A double pass.
Nope, he's going to run inside, and he is not going to make it.
Dang, they were setting up a double pass right there, and the receiver got hung up.
Yeah, that was Malachi Whedon who caught that pass. Looked like he was going to pick up and throw the ball. But so Buford holds, but North Gwinnett, good drive. At least flipped the field on them. You are watching Drive for the GHSA state title right here on the Peachtree Sports Network.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting 6 figures.
Okay, I have your back, you have my back. We're going to do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Are you interested in becoming a deputy or a jailer? The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office is hiring and looking for individuals passionate about protecting and serving their community. If you are 18 years or older, Join our team by visiting gogcso.com for more information. Gwinnett County, together we can make a difference.
Nobody wants to hear the word roaches, because who wants to admit they have roaches?
I actually found some weird roaches. I didn't know what they were. I decided to choose Breda. I reached out to them. They check in routinely. They're explaining what they're doing, so there's a lot of clarity in the process as well. I think that just speaks to the level of safety that I feel with the organization.
The facts are, roaches are everywhere in our environment. So what are you doing to keep them out of your home?
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Struggling with food insecurity can feel lonely, yet every community across America is affected by hunger, which is why our Kroger associates work together to rescue nutritious food that would otherwise go to waste in an effort to donate 3 billion meals by 2025. Because we believe everyone should have access to fresh, delicious food. Join the Kroger Zero Hunger, Zero Waste Foundation to defeat hunger and eliminate food waste.
I've used R.S. Andrews 15 years, purchased 2 heating and air systems, so I rely on their technicians for service. I call, they come, it's fixed. And I appreciate Andrews' commitment. He gives it his all. That's how R.S. Andrews makes me smile.
Yikey wawa! Running out of hot water is one way your water heater cries out for help. Call R.S. Andrews. Get a water heater rejuvenation. Your water heater gets added life, you get more hot water. Another way R.S. Andrews makes you smile today.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. Electrify your career. The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office. Serve and protect through dedication, professionalism, and active cooperation with the community. Kroger. Boost by Kroger Plus. More savings, more benefits, a new level of membership. Gatorade. Fuel tomorrow. And by Score Atlanta, your source for Georgia high school sports.
All right, welcome back. We're going to take, Adam, a quick look at that last play. You said you thought it was a double pass. Let's see what happens here.
You see,
no doubt about it.
Right
yeah.
there. Yep. And we couldn't see on the screen there, but the receiver gets hung up. Great heads-up play by the safety in the defensive Buford defensive secondary right there.
All right, Buford's got the football. They have run one play. They have scored a touchdown. It is 7-0 here in the quarterfinals. Raiola back to throw. The lefty goes long. Ooh.
Wow.
That was close. Double team.
Somebody down here. Is that Raiola?
That was Jordan Allen on the receiving end of that play. Who do we have down? It's a Buford. Looks a big lineman. Yeah, it's one of the. Looks like one of the tackles. Let's see if we can get a number on that. You see Raiola dropping back. He's got a good arm.
I can't believe he threw that ball 60 yards in the air.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
did. He's open too. He slowed down. The receiver slowed down a little bit there. I think he.
Great job by the North Gwinnett secondary, not giving up, not panicking, running to the ball. We talk about being in phase or out of phase, right? If you're not in phase, meaning running with that receiver, you want to put your head down and run and try to put your hands between those hands and not look back for the ball. So great job there, well coached up.
We got a cool thing tomorrow that we got a middle school championships over at Burkmar High School, Born to Compete.
Awesome.
We'll talk a little bit about it. It's going to be on the Peachtree Sports Network starting around 11 o'clock, so make sure to tune into that. We've got 3 really good middle school games. We'll have an interview with Alex Benson, who runs Born to Compete. At halftime, he'll talk about the game. Look like the big lineman for Buford's going to be okay. We'll have to come out for at least play. So Buford second down and 10.
I expect them to go right back to their strength, their bread and butter right here, and challenge this really good North
Run the football.
Defensive line.
All right, Buford on the run.
Great job by the North Gwinnett defensive line. They're stringing that out, forcing that play, outside towards the sideline and allowing the rest of the defense to rally to it.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play. That was Tyreek Green, the running back for Buford. Stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a hold. It's going to be decline.
Go for the play, third down.
Decline that. You don't want to give them an extra down here.
Especially on a play that you backed them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Buford's got the ball. Looks like you might have lost about a yard.
I think we have about third 12 right here. Not an ideal situation against either one of these defenses. So let's see what Buford has.
It's a big play, Adam. It's a big play for North Gwinnett here. If they can get a stop here.
Had a little success on your last drive. Got it down there. If you get a 3 and out here, you feel pretty good.
And
another tackle
that went nowhere.
So, this North Gwinnett defense needs to get its flowers as well. As I was doing my research, 188 tackles for loss. That'll be 190 now with those two plays. So they play in the other team's backfield a lot.
That was Ethan Irving, the running back, the other tailback for Buford. Buford's got a lot of talent in their quarterback room.
They call it their four-headed monster there. They spread the ball.
I'll tell you what, North looked good there. I mean,
they look great.
That interior line is strong for both teams, actually.
Well, like I was talking about earlier, I mean, both offenses came in red hot, but I could really see this becoming a defensive battle in this game as well as both defensive lines are and as good as both secondaries are. Again, turnovers, right? I really believe turnover and red zone efficiency in this game will come to be a huge thing like it is in so many. And right now, it's the turnover by Hall and on that first drive that really is.
And I don't think Buford had enough men on the field. I think they had to call timeout. Clean old-fashioned hate up in Athens. Georgia Tech comes out with the 3-0 lead over number 7 Georgia. We'll keep you up to date with that. Stay here with us on the Peachtree Sports Network. The drive for the GHSA state title. And follow the Breda Pest Management Sports ticker. Adam, say that 10 times real quick. But that sits down there, and you can watch. You can watch it and get all the scores. Seth Ellerby and the crew at Score Atlanta do a great job. Seth, of course, our guy in Macon, and of course Craig Sager, Najee Wilkins, all the guys back at the office. That'll do a good job. All right, Buford's going to punt here. The Buford punter is Martin Poblet. A little bit short.
Oh.
That's a fumble, and I think Buford's got it. Nope. Yep, Buford's got it.
Wow.
That's a huge.
That's a killer right there. You just had a 3 and out.
Can't have that happen. I think in a situation like that, you're better off letting it go, don't you?
Yeah,
Instead of picking up the bounce right there.
One of those kicks, I don't think he really could have run up and got it, and then just started taking that hop where he's worried about field position and was trying to bail his team out there, but he just made a cardinal sin there. We have an opportunity to get our offense back on the field with pretty good field position.
Yeah, I never quite understand punt returners sometimes, especially when they're backed up to the goal line. But there, I think you just have to let the ball roll.
Yeah, you don't want to have another mistake now. And now you've given Buford great field position again, and we saw what happened last time.
Yep. All right, Dayton Raiola, the quarterback for Buford. His brother, of course, the quarterback at Nebraska, was a quarterback here. He's going to go to the left side.
Great little RPO right there. Was able to get an easy throw out in the flats right there. Good first down. Now you're sitting here 2nd and 3. Got to be thinking shot opportunity here.
That was Jordan Allen on the reception for Buford.
Right where you want to be. 2nd and 1 on the plus side of the field. Great opportunity here for a shot. Be looking for him to go over the top.
Right. All right, so it's going to be about 2nd and 1, 27-yard line of North Gwinnett. That's a fake there. He's going to go and, ooh.
What a great play. What a great play.
Yeah.
good play call right there. Had a shot to put one in the end zone, but even a better defensive stop right there.
Yep. I don't know if he would have come down with it though, Adam. I don't know if he would have been in bounds. It would have been tough. Yeah, that's a great shot right there by our photographer. It's number 27 for North Gwinnett, defensive back, Chauncey Davis. Nice play.
Yep. Now here, 3rd and 1. We're trying to run it right up the middle right here, get him a good first down. Off the edge.
Yep, there it goes.
I'll tell you what, that Baker is some player.
Yeah, Justin Baker, the tailback for Buford, bounces off.
Every time he touches it, you got to be worried.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
To the house, you know. And
really reminds you of Justice Haynes a little bit.
He
was
really
here
does.
at Buford.
That low center of gravity, but he has the speed to boot. I mean, he is some more tailback.
All right, you are in the red zone, and that is brought to you by IBEW, Local 613, our friends Kenny Mullins. They're the biggest union in the state of Georgia, of course, the electrical union. All right, down at the 6-yard line. See if Buford can punch it in here.
Jet sweep.
Jet sweep, touchdown.
All right. So here we are.
Jordan Allen, yep.
2 turnovers, 14 points. Yep. You know, that's the story of the game so far. And, you know, if you're North Gwinnett, you have deep breath right here. You had a great drive last time. Get back.
We got the scoring recap brought to you by Breda Pest Management. And that was Jordan Allen in there for the 6-yard jet sweep touchdown. Now they're going to go for it. And you get in?
I think he's in.
Yeah, he is.
So opting to go for the 2 there early, you know.
Yep, get up. Why not? You're up.
You know, and what that does, it kind of throws your math off a little bit, you know. And if you have these good 2-point plays and you can put a team now in a feeling of, do I start chasing points? Do I have to now adjust my game plan for that? Maybe they don't have as many 2-point plays in their arsenal. So, you know, it can do a lot kind of psychologically to the other team when you get that early 2-point conversion.
All right, Breda Pest Management knows your house inside and out with a customized treatment plan that stops any bugs and critters. Breda does it right, protecting the inside and outside of your home. It's the bugs inside your house that you want gone. Breda, they handle bugs and critters, and they, I know, do a great job at our house in Roswell. I want to thank Matt for being one of our big supporters on the drive for the GHSA state title, as well as the Corky Kell Dave Hunter Classic, as Buford has taken an early 15-0 lead here in the quarterfinals. I.J. Rosenberg, Adam Clack on the Peachtree Sports Network. Now they're going to pop a little one to the corner.
Man, that was dangerous there.
They're changing. I'll tell you what, Buford's pulling out all the stops.
Well, they're applying pressure in a lot of different areas, you know, and when you can do that with your special teams, they did it on the extra point right there. They do it on the kickoff. You get the turnover in the punt game. So right now, if I'm North Gwinnett, I'm really just trying to.
But I think
you've
got plenty of time though here,
plenty
right?
of time. You got to regroup. You had a great drive last time. You want to come out here again, get back. Don't get outside of yourself. Get your quarterback, get your running back going, and try and soften this stingy.
Take some time off the clock. That's Ryan Hall. He's going to pick up about 2 yards up the middle. Tough going for anybody on that Buford interior, Adam.
Like I said, we talked earlier, we thought he was going to be using it, you know, dialing his legs up a little bit. And that's what, 4 or 5 carries already for him.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to have to run. He's going to have to use his legs if North Gwinnett's going to have a chance tonight to get back in this game.
Oh, there you go.
I think that's going to be on Buford.
That's going to be on Buford. So now here you go. You got a
they're already walking back.
2nd and 1 right here. I'm not thinking shot. I'm thinking flip down. Let's make sure we flip this.
Well, and they did a good job the last drive getting the ball down the field. They got stuck, but at the same time, they moved the ball.
You know, I really like the call there on 4th and 7 when they went with the double pass. Well, it didn't get off, but it was going for it. And just didn't work out. Not always when it doesn't work doesn't mean it wasn't a good call.
Right. And that's going to be stopped quickly. Lafayette.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot about, using Hall's legs, but they're going to have to get Lafayette going. I mean, he is their workhorse. He's their bell cow. He's done it all year long.
Catching the ball as well, Adam.
We've had 2 drops as well. We talked about things that we can control, and right now North Gwinnett's got to make sure they do those things. Catch the ball when it's there. No foolish penalties. Protect the football.
All right, Hall's going to drop back. He is being chased out of the pocket. Good speed there. He's going to throw the ball out of bounds. Smart move. And that's going to be a late hit.
Late hit or intentional grounding?
I think that's going to be looked like he was out of the box, though, didn't he?
In high school, and I think they're doing a better job of not calling it close. They don't have the out of the box.
That's right.
There was a receiver who was kind of
in the area. But that's going to be a roughing the passer on that one. We'll see what happens there.
And I really wish for player safety, and we talk about player safety a lot, I wish they would change that rule in high school and allow these quarterbacks to be able to throw that ball away when they get out of the pocket.
He cut him under after the throw. That's a big penalty for North Gwinnett.
Now we flip the field again here.
Now, look, North's got a chance here. They need to get the ball into the end zone. 3:24 left. In the first quarter, it was Eric Godfrey. Friend Eric Godfrey came over from Parkview High School. Has done a great job at North Gwinnett. Both these coaches, veterans. Hall's back to pass. Got some pressures. Going to go up top. And he's going to come back for the ball.
Very nice. I tell you,
he pushed off.
No, I think that's going to be on
defensive.
Defense. Yeah, I tell you, the one thing I like about Hall too, he doesn't panic and he finds ways to get out of trouble right there. He's very savvy.
Although, if you're a head coach, seeing throw the ball up like that, Eric Roning on the catch there. We'll see what the penalty is. But North Gwinnett moving quickly down the field. When you have a quarterback like that,
defense. That penalty's refused. Results, first down.
All right, that was a pass interference.
So here we go. We're in the red zone. Toughest place to score right here. You got first and goal from the 10, so you got to get the full 10. I don't think they have an ability to get a first down here.
I'll tell you, Adam, you have to have a quarterback these days, don't you?
Oh, it's really
I mean, you have to have somebody that can move, unless he's got just a tremendous rifle on his shoulder. All right, we are in the red zone presented by IBEW Local 613.
Back to your point in Georgia 6A, if you don't have a trigger man, you're not probably playing Thanksgiving week. So
that was Hall on the run right there, picked up maybe a yard. So it's going to be second and goal from the 8 for North Gwinnett. See if North Gwinnett can punch it in here. It'll be a big.
We got a one-on-one matchup
stats
here
for the season.
Boundary.
65 completion percentage, thrown for almost 1,800 yards. Hall's going to roll to the right. He's got his guy touchdown.
There we go. Move in the pocket. Like I said, giving him what I call a clean windshield so he can get out there and assess and be able to throw with confidence. Put that ball in a perfect spot, and what a heck of a catch right
that
there.
was Braylon. Let's see, that was number 85, Braylon Jackson, a junior. Nice catch, nice route, nice throw.
Great
Scoring
ball.
recap is brought to you by the Breda Pest Management. Nice play.
And, it doesn't have to be fancy right there. Good safe plays right there. He's going to have the ability, if it's not there, to either run or throw the ball away. I love the play call right there by North Gwinnett.
So North Gwinnett will go for one here, down 15-6 with just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter of the GHSA quarterfinals. And that is going to go through. So we have got a game, 15-7. And we're going to look at the North Gwinnett resume, brought to you by Smart Local 85. Of course, 12-0, 7-0 in the region. Big improvement over last year when they were 8-4 and 5-1 and lost in the second round to Walton. Got some great players go through there. Of course, C.J. Uzoma.
Well, you know, Coach Godfrey was a part of that Parkview, what was it, 45 straight wins?
Right.
Back in the day, I think he was the offensive coordinator, went to Loganville as a head coach, and then came back to Parkview as the head coach and had a great run there with them. And now he finds himself at North Gwinnett, which, again, North Gwinnett is.
And, our red hat on the field who stops play is Daniel Smith, who kicked for them as a senior.
Hey, it's all connected. It's all connected.
His dad, Jim, good friend, used to work for the Atlanta Falcons, was one of their top guys. Now is one of the top guys for the Atlanta Braves. We'll say hello to the Smith family tonight. That was impressive. North got back into the game. That was very impressive. And that's going to be a short kick. So where were you at when you were at Milton on your kickoffs? Do you have any certain strategy, or just let your guy kick it as deep as possible?
Again, we talked about pressure earlier. I loved using my special teams to apply pressure. We would employ different things where we would pooch it from time to time. Sometimes we'd have some surprise onside kicks, if we felt good with that. However, if you have somebody that can put it into the end zone, that is a weapon in and of itself.
It is.
Because, you just take a big element of explosiveness away, and you're always having.
Plus, it still comes out to the 20 in high school.
And going 80 yards is tough.
Yeah. All right, Buford's got the ball at the 40-yard line off to the short pooch kick by North Gwinnett. Buford leading 15-7. You're watching drive for the GHSA state title. Another tackle for loss.
I'm telling you, and if I'm on that North Gwinnett sideline right now, I'm saying, look, guys, we have gifted them two touchdowns essentially on short fields. We had a 3-and-out here. That's 3 tackles for loss now. We're proving that we can play with these guys, and we've driven the ball down the field twice.
Yeah, that was number 7 for Buford. That was one of their other running backs. Dylan McCoy is a junior.
One of the 4-headed monsters, they call it.
As Dayton calls for the snap. Buford puts a receiver in motion. 2 backs, 1 to each side. He's going to hand the ball off to
wrap up
Ethan Irving.
What a great second effort there by the Buford running back.
Irving,
had him in the backfield again, and he was able to break away. There we go. We got 3rd and 5. All right, so it's an opportunity here for this North Gwinnett defense. Maybe they dial up a little pressure here. I think they're really gonna. If I were them, I'm making the quarterback.
I'm going to ask you about this in a few minutes to sort of compare Dayton Raiola to his brother, who of course is a quarterback at Nebraska right now. They'll look for a
little check with me.
Yep.
Let's see if North Gwinnett adjusts to their adjustment, to a chess match.
Dayton Raiola takes the snap and is going to hand the ball off the middle.
There's that guy again.
Yep, number 2, Justin Baker. Right up the middle. Really reminds you of Justin Haynes.
He really does.
Of course, Justin's played at Blessed Trinity, came over to Buford to play his senior years. Now one of 2 starting running backs at the University of Alabama.
I'll tell you what, and Justin Baker.
Chance to see Auburn tomorrow.
Justin Baker committed to Tennessee. He really fits what Coach Heupel and those guys like to do. Is they run the ball between the tackles really well.
And Tennessee might have the best running back in the conference.
Extracurricular there.
Happened there, yep.
Getting chippy.
Yep. See if the officials can do a good job of getting both teams apart over here on the Buford sideline. About 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Buford leading 15-7 on drive for the GHSA state title, brought to you by Georgia Construction Careers. We'll watch this again.
Yeah,
both players. That was number 13 for Buford, another one of their running backs, Tyreek Green. So that'll be a second down, right about 9 yards. This will be the last play, more than likely, of the first quarter here. Dayton, was knocked down. That was number 10 that came in there on the blitz.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
That was Jake Godfrey. That's the head coach's son, who's been offered everywhere.
I tell you,
sophomore.
He is
a player.
He
man.
is a ball.
Yes, he is.
Like I told you, I didn't know if he was just, hey, one of those
Coach's
savvy
son,
coach's sons, but no, he is every bit of it.
Woo! I'll tell you what, head college football coaches love to see plays like that.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to get one more play in this quarter. I think Buford's just a little bit confused offensively. They've gotten off to a quick start because of the turnovers, but North's done a pretty good job with him. Dayton back to pass. He's got a guy, but he missed him down the middle of the field.
Had a guy. And, it's been boom or bust, right? They've ripped off, Baker's ripped off a couple of big runs. But other than that, the North Gwinnett defense has really kind of held their own for sure.
Yeah, and we'll see if they go for it. But North Gwinnett might get the ball back here as we end the first quarter of the drive for the GHSA state title. Right here, it is Buford 15-7 on the Peachtree Sports Network.
So, you going to play this week?
You gonna play this week?
You going to play this week?
You gonna play this week?
You going to play this
You
week?
gonna play this week? You gonna play this week?
You going to play this week?
You gonna play this week?
And welcome to the Ingalls Game of the Week as the War Horses square off against the rival.
He's going in.
He's going in. Go, baby!
Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's. Obviously. Mix and match like a chicken McGriddles and hash browns for $2.79. Add a medium-iced coffee for $1.99. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We interrupt with breaking news.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
A chaotic chase involving a Gwinnett County transit bus.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Take a look, the road is washed out.
The all-new Local News Live streaming app. Search LNL on your TV, on your phone.
Step out of the way so you guys can get a better view.
Local News Live. Always streaming. Always free.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. Really just all about the money.
All right, want to welcome everybody back to the drive for the GHSA state title here on the Buford High School, Middle School campus. I'll have a new stadium here. Next year, we've got the SEC football fans get ready for the 2024 Dr. Pepper SEC Football Fanfare on December 6th to 7th at the Georgia World Congress Center. We'll talk a little bit. This plays over. Buford punting. Short kick, which they're going to let it bounce, and it looks like it's going to be a good roll for
Great
Buford.
job. Great execution there by Buford special teams, putting them on the 1 yard line. You got 99 yards to go against this Buford defense.
Yeah, if you're going to have a good time next week, if you go to this fanfare, I've been to it before. The event, which celebrates everything SEC football, is free to the public. Plus, don't miss the T-Mobile concert on December 7th at noon, featuring country music duo Dan plus Shay. So we're going to start this second quarter with North Gwinnett backed up.
Dangerous position here. And it could be a shot alert here. Sometimes you like to see if you can get one over the top right here.
We'll see what the quarterback Hall does here. You got to be careful back in the shotgun. Seems like, Adam, nobody's under center anymore. It's crazy. Do a little pass.
Great job.
Complete. Good job.
Great job getting out of the shadow of your end zone there. Again, a good first down play.
Eric Running, the receiver for
Love being
North Gwinnett there.
Being in second and manageable right there, especially backed up right there. So
nice throw, nice catch. Second quarter here.
I feel like Hall's really starting to find a little rhythm too.
Yeah. Good looking kid. So we got 2nd and 3 from the 8-yard line. Hall's going to go, and he's going to try to get out of trouble there, and he doesn't. That Buford interior line, big number 58.
But, good job there minimizing the damage of it going forward.
Maggio made the play there. Big kid. Adam, they just get bigger.
I tell you. What was it when Buford and Milton were playing in the first game this year? I was talking about is the most Division I talent on one field in Georgia history. It's just crazy.
It is. And we might have that Milton-Lee County game if it works out for us next Friday night. That game would be played at Milton. Hall back to pass, looking. He's going to run out of his end zone. He's going to throw the ball deep and over his receiver. Good pressure, Adam, there from Buford's interior.
Good pressure and good coverage.
Yeah.
Good coverage right there. Nowhere to go with the ball. Backed up into the end zone there. Really dangerous, but was able to get it out, and now you got a punt.
And, Adam, Buford, in the defensive backfield really doesn't have a weakness. I mean, typically, even some of the better high school teams, you can pick on a quarterback or maybe a safety, but Buford really has no issues in that defensive backfield.
It's just crazy, man. I mean, you're seeing the evolution of high school football in this state and just how deep it's gotten.
All right, Hall's not only the quarterback, I think he's a punter too, so he's going to get a pretty decent kickoff. It's going to roll. It's going to be a North Gwinnett roll about to the 44, 45-yard line.
Really good punt there from your own end zone there. Like I said, when you're backed up on the one, the minimum goal is you want to get it at least to the 5 right there so you can have a full breath to punt from.
All right, let's look at the Buford resume. It's brought to you by our friends at Smart Local 85, Steve Langley and his crew. Head coach Brian Appling, 6th season. Got a 9-1 record, 6-0 in the region. Only loss was the first one to Milton. Last season, 11-2. They got beat in the quarterfinals. Grayson took them out. Dylan Raiola from Nebraska, Justice Haynes from Alabama, Isaiah Bond, who was at Alabama, made that great catch a year ago at Auburn, is now playing at Ohio State.
Here you go, IJ. We're under center.
Now playing at Texas.
We're under center for a change.
Yep, going under center. Now that's a play that we used to see 25, 30 years ago when I was growing up.
Yeah, a little under center power right there.
That was Justin Baker. Good job by the North Gwinnett interior to stop the very, very good Buford running back there.
I feel like that might have been the first time he didn't get at least 10 yards when he touched it. And you see him, they just keep rolling them out, man, and keeping those fresh legs in the backfield. What a
makes a big difference.
What a luxury there for this Buford offense.
Yeah, so Raiola got a man to his left, and that's going to be a big play by number 8 from North Gwinnett. That's Connor Coxwell. He's a junior. Got back in the backfield.
Looked to be what we call a power read right there, where we're reading the defensive end, and I think that probably should have been a pull.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. Number 8 comes off and just does a heck of a job. Right
and I think that's a little difference in the two quarterbacks. The Hall kid is both are good. I'm not going to take anything away from Raiola, but on those type plays, I think Hall is probably better suited. So we've got a 3rd and 13. Big play for North Gwinnett here. See if they can stop them and get the ball back. Raiola back to, he's got some good protection. It goes down.
And again, we call those coverage sacks. That was an incredible coverage there in the back end. Raiola had nowhere to go with the ball, and you just can't hold the ball that long against this defensive line.
Yeah, that was Connor Coxwell, again, the junior, making the sack. So Buford's going to have to punt again.
So now we're starting to see these defenses set in a little bit like we talked about earlier.
You told me, 2 really good defenses. And I think the big difference between North from last season is they are a much more physical team than they've been in a long time.
They surely are physical.
Got a short punt there. It's going to be taken on the run. He's going to pick up a few yards. A little bit of help from his. And that was number 3, Malachi Whedon for North Gwinnett. So we're going to be back 8:30 left here as Buford up 15-7 in the quarterfinals.
Hey, does it matter if this leaks?
It don't matter to me, can't see it from my house.
Illegal use of hands and proper training.
GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com has 14 different highly skilled trades with tuition-free training in our certified apprenticeship programs to train you the right way. Find your career at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
This makes my dad proud. He went through his whole career as an employee. Now I'm the employer, something he didn't achieve.
We are signatory to IBEW and do IBEW people wherever we go that we feel like they are faster and better than any of our competition.
The advantages of being a signatory contractor is you're trained employees. You have unlimited manpower. It allows me to bid on jobs that I ordinarily would not go after.
Deep shot for London. He makes the catch! Shot for Pierce, and who else but Jesse Bates? Moore fires through. Touchdown Atlanta. That goes nowhere. Find the pylon for the Atlanta touchdown. Sacked for the end zone. And touchdown Atlanta. What a throw.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision, our team brings it to life.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by Sports Turf. You bring the vision, we'll bring it to life. Deer Park. Visit DeerParkWater.com to nominate your team for the Deer Park Team of the Week all season long. The Georgia Army National Guard. Live here, serve here, work here. Smart Local 85. Sheet metal is a smart move. And by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. Seatbelts save lives. The Governor's Office of Highway Safety reminds you to buckle up before
All right, welcome
every
back
trip.
to the drive for the GHSA state title. Adam Clack, IJ Rosenberg here at Tom Ryden Stadium, the Buford Middle School, High School campus. Couple of scores real quick. Grayson up 10-7 over Collins Hill, and your old team, West Forsyth, hanging in there against Douglas County, 7-7. So Hall's going to go off the left side. It's going to pick up about nice run, 4 yards. And I think that's the difference between the two offenses.
Right,
You got to be really, really careful with this kid.
That's right. That's right. And again, like I said, it's a numbers game. They're using him to get a +1 advantage in the box. You need it with that Buford defense. But I'm telling you, they're going to want to get Lafayette going here at some point, and I would love to see them feed him the ball a little bit here and see if they can soften his defense up.
All right. He's going to pull it, and he's got a
good coverage.
Yep. Again, we talked about that. Buford's linebackers and defensive backs really good in coverage, so it's going to be about 3rd and 6 for North Gwinnett. Real quickly, a couple other scores. Carrollton against Hillgrove. Carrollton right now up 6-0 over Hillgrove. Hillgrove giving them a really good game. We've also got a couple of other interesting scores that I'm going to bring up in a second. 3rd down for North Gwinnett. Hall in the shotgun. He's going to throw quickly. That's a 1st down throw. That's number 7. Eric Roning's got a couple of passes from Hall already today. Nice play.
I like that. You spread them out a little bit and find some little soft cavities right there.
A little dig route?
Yep, this little hitch right there. Yep, and kind of replacing the blitz. You saw Buford bringing some pressure there, and he was able to be patient and calm and just threw in behind it. Great job by the quarterback.
See if North Gwinnett can get down there and get within a point or two. So Hall is going to go up the middle here.
And you notice a lot of these
pick up some yards.
You've noticed a lot of these quarterback runs on first down, like I was talking about earlier. They do not want to be behind.
Don't get behind the chains.
They do not want to be behind the chains. When you're playing good defense, as you get behind the chains, that's when bad things happen.
All right, so it's 2nd and 7 for North Gwinnett, right at midfield, about a yard, the 49-yard line of Buford. Hall looks for the play from the sideline.
I love it. The check,
the pistol.
The check with me and the chess match going on.
Ooh, nice. Nope, missed that. Threw a little bit behind him there, Adam.
Yep, and he was intended for him to get out on the edge there, and we saw the flash of green coming across his face, forcing him to step up and having to get that ball off a little before he wanted to.
All right, Carrollton's gone up on Hillgrove 20-0 right now. Good game down in 5A. Sequoia, which has been one of the big surprises this year, Adam, 38-35 at Coffee.
How about that?
Second quarter.
Coach team.
All right, 3rd and 7. Yep. Got everybody's Hall back to pass, looks over the middle, and cannot hook up. That's number 8 on the receiving end, Connor Coxwell for North Gwinnett. So it's like North Gwinnett's going to send in the punt unit here. 6:41 left in the second quarter, 15-7. Been a defensive battle. I mean,
well, it's 15 points off.
15
points off turnovers. You take those turnovers away, and I think it's exactly the game we thought that could be shaping up here. And I think Buford has maybe one first down other than
the touchdowns. Yep. And this is Hall, the quarterback, back to punt for North Gwinnett. Both these teams are very, very good. A lot of prospects on both sides. Hall's going to get that one off. It's going to bounce, and Buford's going to take that for a couple of yards.
Again,
that was Jordan Allen on the punt return there, picked up a couple yards. Adam?
Game couldn't have started any worse for North Gwinnett, but credit to them for settling down and not letting it get outside of themselves. They've been able to fight and claw their way back in this, and their defense, again, they have proven they can hold up. So now Buford has the length of the field to go here. So
Lee County right now, maybe the one team that could beat Milton's up 36-0 in the second quarter at Sprayberry. Sprayberry, of course, a surprise this year, but didn't expect them to be able to. Lee is really, really good. One of the best running backs, not only in the state of Georgia, but the nation. That's Buford. That's about a 3-yard pickup.
You see, kind of another thing we suspected, North Gwinnett really loading the box, staying in a one high shell right there. They're going to force Rayola to beat them with his arm,
right.
And be on the lookout for that. It could turn into some explosive opportunities for Buford if North Gwinnett continues to stuff this run game.
That was Dylan McCoy on the run there, picked up about 3 yards. Looks like there might be a timeout. Yep, Buford has called a timeout here. Leading 15-7 over North Gwinnett. Let's go over a couple more scores, Adam. Hughes right now, 14-0 lead on Thomas County Central. As I mentioned, Lee County's winning big. Looks like they're going to move on and possibly play Milton if Milton can win tonight, which they should. Houston County, 28-0. Actually, listen to this score. Houston County 28-14 up over Milton.
No way.
How about that? Wow. All right, we're going to go down to Ashley Carey real quickly.
IJ Adams, some scores I'm keeping my eye on is that Savannah Christian North Cobb Christian game. Now North Cobb took a 275-mile drive, a 4.5-hour trip over to Savannah Christian. They're up 17-13 and a half. Hebron Christian is shutting out Aquinas 35-0, and just like you said, Sprayberry hasn't gotten on the board yet. Lee County up 22 over nothing against nothing.
Thank you, Ashley. Marist right now 13-0 over a surprising Cambridge team. Blessed Trinity 17-0 over Benedictine, our friends over at BT.
Wow.
North Coney 7-0 over Cartersville. That would be an upset right there. All right, Rolo's back, and he is going down again.
Telling you, this North Gwinnett defense
Ooh,
has been really
keep
really
them out.
impressive.
That was big number 5.
And Godfrey back there
Cole
as well.
Funderburk. That's a great Cole Funderburk. That's a great That's a great football name right there.
Gotta love it.
Adam, I like that. It's going to be 3rd and 16 for Buford. Buford obviously saw something calling timeout in that last play. It didn't work.
I got Funderburk 37 tackles for loss coming into this game. Godfrey with 117 total tackles. Those two guys are the engine that make this defense go, and you see both of them meeting at the quarterback right there.
Okay, North Gwinnett now is going to take a timeout. It's a 3rd and 15 on the 19-yard line. We'll see if North can hold here, get the ball back. 5:18 left.
Do you feel
Adam?
the momentum shifting a little bit? You feel the momentum shifting a little bit now, like we were talking about early, you don't want to get behind the sticks against this Buford defense. You don't want to get behind the sticks against this North Gwinnett defense either.
All right, switch your termite protection to Breda Pest Management, and your rate is locked in for, listen to this, 10 years. If live termites are ever found, Breda will retreat, fix the damage, and honor the rest of your contract, all for free. Breda, they handle bugs and critters. We want to thank them all season long for their support for not only our Friday night games, but our Corky Kell Dave Hunter Classic games, which they're there every year for us. Matt and our friends at Breda. All right, so set the situation, 3rd and 15. For Buford. We'll see if Buford can do something here and try to slow down that North Gwinnett.
Yeah, I'd stay within myself right
rush.
here. I would not.
I think you got to be careful.
I would not put the ball in harm's way.
And you are exactly right. That's why you won a state championship there.
And that's one of the things. You can punt this thing out. You got 5 minutes to go in a half. You can still get a stop, have a shot, at getting the ball back and maybe punch you.
I'm really impressed with North Gwinnett's defense, especially after getting down 15-0 on 2 turnovers, not at the fault of the North Gwinnett defense, but they look good up front.
Again, man, as I was doing, some research on this game and you see all the points being scored, but what's kept sticking out to me was just how good both defenses were playing. I love to,
All right, so North Gwinnett's going to get the ball in good field position, and we are going to be right back here on the Peachtree Sports Network.
What is GMFB overtime?
It's this, that, and a whole lot of 5 days a week.
Let's go. Here we go.
It's football for everyone.
Weekdays at 10 on Peachtree Sports Network.
True to Atlanta, true to the South Side. This is our city. Don't miss it as your Skyhawks take on the Maine Celtics in high-action, high-speed G League basketball. Monday at 7 p.m. on Peachtree Sports Network.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's. Obviously. Mix and match like a chicken McGriddles and hash browns for $2.79. Add a medium-iced coffee for $1.99. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You have a vision, a dream. Doers like you drive the heartbeat of our community, creating jobs and the foundation of our future. Growing your business, reaching your true potential takes the right partner. At Gray Digital Media, we can help because we know local. Our marketing specialists know how to reach your customers here and everywhere. Our experience spans coast to coast, but our focus is right here in Atlanta, building
Connecting, finding solutions, exceeding expectations. Together, we thrive. You do what you do best. Create and innovate. We'll do the rest. Gray Digital Media. We know local. Let's connect today. GDMAtlanta.com.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. Really just all about the money.
I want to welcome everybody back to the drive for the GHSA state title, brought to you by Georgia Construction Careers.com. I want to mention one correction. Milton is actually up, your old team, 42-14. That would have been surprising.
Yeah.
Milton playing Houston County. All right, North Gwinnett's get quick handoff to Lafayette.
And that's the first time
yeah, that's a nice run.
That's the first
right
time he's had a
middle.
chance to really find a crease there, and that's what I'm saying. I'd love to see them get him involved here, and if they can get him and Hall going at the same time, they're going to have something cooking.
All right, we're down to about 4:20 left in the second quarter, 15-7, Buford on top. We'll go to Lafayette again. This time Buford's ready for it. Looks like he picked up maybe about a yard. A little bit over a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 5 as the clock ticks under 4 minutes in the second quarter here at Tom Ryden Stadium, the Buford Middle School and High School campus. Of course, Buford will have a beautiful new stadium next year.
I'm seeing him move Hall out of the pocket here potentially, like they did on the touchdown earlier.
Give him a chance to run for the first down if he can't pick it up on the pass. They go in motion, and he's got his man. Yep. He catch that ball?
Oh, great catch.
That was
great
a nice catch.
Great catch in traffic right there. Good spot by Hall.
That was a tight end, Braylon Jackson.
Yep, motion to back out right there to pull the linebackers out, and they were able to find a little soft spot over the middle. Really good play call right there.
Nice catch. First down, 3:23 left here in the second quarter as North Gwinnett looks to get closer after a couple of early turnovers led to 15 points for Buford.
And if you're North Gwinnett right now, you're looking at the clock, and instead of going 2-minute-0, you're thinking 4-minute-0 right here.
It's going to be a little pass on the edge.
And you're back in that 4-down territory. So, 2-3 yards right there is good.
That's Braylon Jackson. Georgia Tech, by the way, up 10-0 in Athens right now, Adam. And that's for real. We're not going to have to make a correction on that one.
Coach Brent Key's got those guys rolling over there.
Does.
He's done a heck of a job.
He has done a great job. And the Georgia team's a little bit inconsistent this year. All right. Second down and 8 as Hall is looking.
Got him.
He's got a guy wide open. Nice.
Oh, goodness. A little stalk and go route
Christian
right there.
Campbell, the receiver, just could not hold on to the ball.
Man, what a great route right there. He sold that
good
stalk
throw,
and
too.
go. Yeah, man. That's another drop. Man, and that was a tougher catch, but
in the quarterfinals, you got to make that play.
Got to make those.
Right there. Nice throw. All right, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
So, again, you're thinking 4-down territory here. You don't have to get the whole 8. You want to at least cut it in half right here and give yourself a shot. I like the empty set right here. Spread them out a little bit.
And North's going to take a timeout here.
Good timeout.
Yeah, good timeout.
North Gwinnett.
All right, we're going to update you a little bit. Grayson up the street, up 10-7 over Collins Hill. Douglas County, 14-7 over West. The site course, you coached there 10 years.
I was there.
Assistant for 7, head coach for 3, then moved on to Milton. I'm sure you still remember that championship, 2018.
2018, I remember the ones we lost a little more sometimes.
Yeah, but I remember your quarterback in that game. Boy, did he have some kind of football game.
Jordan Yates.
Yeah,
and we used him a lot like we're using, like they're using
What
Hall
happened?
here.
I know he went to Georgia Tech, of course.
Went to Georgia Tech. Then
where did he transfer?
He transferred down to
wasn't Jacksonville, was it?
No, it was in Texas.
Texas State?
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston State.
And now he's at Texas.
He's still playing?
Yeah, he's got one more year.
Was this one of these 10-year guys in college?
Hey, use it to your
COVID,
advantage.
yeah. I'll tell you what, he had such a good night. I remember the game. I was happy for you, Adam. It's so big, especially Milton, a team that for decades could not do anything in football. All right, 3rd and 8, 2:27 left here after the timeout. As Hall goes back to pass, he's going to roll out. He is going down. And that was number 44 for Buford. Aaron Holloway on the sack.
You know, I'm really
had some help there.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him maybe use Hall's legs there. Like I said, you knew you had 4 downs, right?
Well,
here.
Now you have to decide. I think you got to punt here.
You got to play field. You got to play field position.
Yeah,
here.
you still got 2 minutes left. Still plenty of time for Buford.
Well, we talk. You know, one of my favorite kind of principles in football, they call it the middle 8, and that's especially when a team can defer and they're going to get the ball. So you don't want to give them good field position to go in and score and then get the ball right back. Yeah. So you know that's. You do not want to give them the short field here.
All right, Adam, a little whistle there, delay a game, which will back up North Gwinnett 5 yards. Couple other updates
is refused.
On scores.
It'll still be 4th down.
Got a really good game at Coffee County right now. Sequoia Coffee has gone on top 42-38. As we said, Lee County 43-0 over Sprayberry. It looks like it's going to be Lee and Milton playing next week. Creekside 13-0 over Eastside. Marist up 20-14 over Cambridge. All right, here's the punt from Hall. Short one. See where that dropped. That's going to be a good roll for North Gwinnett. It looks like it'll be about the 7-yard line. So Buford, with 1:25 left in the second quarter, leading 15-7, is going to have a chance here. All right, so we got our social media showcase brought to you by Gordo's Cheese. Snap a photo and use pound Gordo's and pound Score Atlanta for a chance to be featured on air during next week's game. And we want to thank Gordo's. They've been a partner for, hashtag. Well, you have to remember, I'm 61. My producer's in my ear, Roddy White. He's saying hashtag, it's not pound.
Oh, that'll date you right
Look,
there.
I hadn't done play-by-play in 20 years. You got to give me a little bit of a break. All right, Buford goes on the attack. Rayola back in his end zone. He's going to drop the ball underneath. Good play.
That's a good patience by Rayola not to panic there.
Yep.
In the ball out.
That's number 19 for Buford. That's Tori Costin. Caught the ball underneath. North Gwinnett ready. Clock running about under 1 minute right now. It looks like Buford's going to be happy to take this one in with the 8-point lead. I think you got to be careful.
I was going to say they want to be careful here. They're not really built for a 2-minute offense.
All right, Buford is going to run the ball there. That's number 13.
Look at this.
Nice run for Tyreek Green.
Big first down. See, maybe they want to thinking about a shot right here.
29 seconds left. And they've called the timeout. I think that's Buford's last timeout.
Timeout. Buford.
Yeah, that's a big first down right there. You get stuck right there, and then you potentially give this North Gwinnett an opportunity to come back and strike right before half. But now you've given yourself the ability to take this thing down to half and maybe even take a shot right here.
All right, football fans, get ready for the 2024 Dr. Pepper SEC Football Fanfare on December 6th and 7th at the Georgia World Congress Center. The event, which celebrates everything SEC football, is free to the public. Plus, don't miss the T-Mobile concert on December 7th at noon, featuring country music duo Dan and Shay. Of course, Georgia has secured a spot. Going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Texas A&M. And Adam, The winner of that game will play Georgia in the SEC championship.
Hook 'em or gig 'em, right?
Yep.
Hook 'em or gig 'em.
I think it's going to be a good football game. I'm not sold on Texas yet.
Well, I tell you,
They got the. How about coming into the SEC and getting the schedule they did?
That's crazy, right?
It is. I mean, you're going to give somebody an easy schedule. Give it to Alabama or Georgia, who's proven themselves for years in that conference.
I tell you who I am sold on, and that's Coach Elko at Texas.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that was a great pick there. All right, so Buford's going to go the outside here, and that's safe.
Stays in bounds. That'll probably take us to half.
Yeah, that was number 13, Tyreek Green. On the pass there, we'll see if Buford can get one play off. I think they're going to just let it run out.
And getting the ball back at half, I think that's very smart. Especially the momentum, like we talked about, had really kind of shifted back to North Gwinnett. Would have loved to have seen if they could have picked up a first down there to really give themselves a shot.
All right, first half of football here at Buford as the Wolves have a 15-7 lead over North Gwinnett. This is the drive for the GHSA state title. I.J. Rosenberg, Adam Clack. We got a great halftime show right ahead for you.
The Mechanical Trades Institute is an opportunity towards personal financial freedom through hands-on and rewarding work. Our school is completely free and gives apprentices the knowledge and skills required to gain access to a lifelong career path. Apprentices learn pipe fitting, plumbing, mechanical service, and welding. They earn money as they learn and graduate with no student debt. Start a career with the Mechanical Trades Institute and change your financial future.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JETC equips apprentices with the knowledge and skills required to start a rewarding career in the sheet metal industry with programs in HVAC, industrial welding, and testing, adjusting, and balancing. Training is 100% free and allows apprentices to earn as they learn. Journeymen graduate with no student debt and have the potential to earn more than most college graduates. Visit our website to learn more about this opportunity at careersinsheetmetal.com.
Planting season is here, and it's time to get your yard looking its best. So treat your yard to the perfect touch from the professionals at Personal Touch Lawn Care. Mowing, maintenance, design, and construction. Personal Touch Lawn Care does it all.
If my yard is taken care of, it's one thing off my list that I don't have to worry about.
Sign up now for monthly maintenance and get the 12th month free.
Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Personal Touch Lawn Care, 770-908-1238 or online at ptlcatlanta.com.
Georgia Match just made going to college in Georgia unbelievably easy. Check it out.
With Georgia Match, let them log into the portal and see all of their options and just go ahead and hit that admissions button.
It's a genuine, joyful, motivational reaction I see from students and parents alike.
One of the values that Georgia Match brings is that it puts the power in the hands of the students.
Claim your spot. Go to georgiafutures.org or ask your counselor. See you on campus.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by the Atlanta Falcons. Rise up. The Georgia Elite Classic, Georgia's largest all-star games. Breda Pest Management, the official pest control of Atlanta. Personal Touch Lawn Care. The smallest details make the biggest difference. The Georgia Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors Association. CareersInSheetMetal.com. Building a solid future. And by R.S. Andrews. Story after story, we deliver smiles.
Welcome to Talking Trades. I'm Rhett Walker with Union Up on behalf of Georgia ConstructionCareers.com, and I'm pleased to be joined by Phil Rainwater from the Insulators Local 48 here in Atlanta, which is the Insulators Local here. And Phil, you not only are an insulator by trade, but you came through this from a family perspective. Tell me about your family connection with the local.
I did. You know, my dad worked in the local for 43 years here. When growing up, I didn't know much about what he did. I knew he did construction, but I knew he always provided for the family, always had nice houses, nice cars, and had great vacations. But I didn't ask him more about the trade until after I was out of high school and was looking for a career. Went to him then, asked him about the benefits of it, and he sold me on it.
So he's retired.
Oh yeah, he's retired.
Because he has a retirement package.
That's
that you
it.
can count on, right?
That's the name of the game.
So talk to me a little bit about the type of work an insulator does, and perhaps talk about some of the projects that our viewers might know in Atlanta when they drive by there. You guys were in there.
We work on all of your large facilities that you may see around Atlanta. A lot of the Falcon Stadium, your data centers that you see going up everywhere, schools, power plants, anything like that. All those have HVAC systems in it, and we insulate all the piping and all the ductwork in all those facilities.
So you kind of on the heels of the sheet metal workers, they're putting in the ductwork and you guys are insulating.
Yes, we're right on the heels of the pipe fitters, sheet metal, all those trades. We're right behind them, insulating all that.
What was it like growing up in a union family with a dad in the trades? What did that afford you that maybe you might not have gotten otherwise?
There was always reliability there. There was always steady livelihood there. He always stayed working and was always able to provide. And for to be able to do that for your family is important these days.
So talk about the training a little bit and how someone might find out more information about becoming an insulator.
Well, right now we're taking in apprentices at $20.97 an hour for somebody with zero experience. We're putting them straight into our 4-year apprenticeship school, which is only one night a week after work, so you can earn while you learn. And if they get interested in the trades, they can apply at AtlantaInsulators48.com. On there, you can find more information and be able to submit an application there.
And unlike a lot of training, it costs you zero tuition because
free.
The contractors and the local pay for it, right?
That's right.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for joining me, and thanks for joining us on Talking Trades. And we'll be right back right after this.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's. Obviously. Mix and match like a Chicken McGriddles and hash browns for $2.79. Add a medium iced coffee for $1.99. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What is GMFB overtime?
It's this, that, and a whole lot of 5 days a week.
Let's go. Here we go.
It's football for everyone.
Weekdays at 10 on Peachtree Sports Network.
True to Atlanta, true to the South Side. This is our city. Don't miss it as your Skyhawks take on the Maine Celtics in high-action, high-speed G League basketball. Monday at 7 p.m. on Peachtree Sports Network.
You have a vision, a dream. Doers like you drive the heartbeat of our community, creating jobs and the foundation of our future. Growing your business, reaching your true potential takes the right partner. At Gray Digital Media, we can help because we know local. Our marketing specialists know how to reach your customers here and everywhere. Our experience spans coast to coast, but our focus is right here in Atlanta. Building, connecting, finding solutions, exceeding expectations. Together, we thrive. You do what you do best. Create and innovate. We'll do the rest. Gray Digital Media. We know local. Let's connect today. GDMAtlanta.com.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. Really just all about the money.
Welcome to the Sports Turf Halftime Show. I'm Ashley Carey with our BSN halftime guest, Tony Wolf, the Buford Head of Athletics, Facilities, and Operations. Tony, it's always a pleasure being here.
Thank you for having me, and we love having you here for our game tonight.
Now, you've been here for almost 30 years. How have you seen Buford High School athletics morph over that time?
Well, obviously, when I came in 1996, we was a Class A school, so very small, had 26 or 28 football players, 9 through 12 back then. And so the school and the community has grown, and certainly we have a great community and school board that's really funded everything we do here from a school standpoint, and so it's been great.
Now, you were here in '99, the last time North Gwinnett and Buford faced off against each other. What was that rivalry like?
Oh, it was exceptional. You know, we're 7 miles apart, and we have a great respect for North Gwinnett and their coaches and their fans and their kids. But it was really special, you know, and neither side wanted to lose. And we were fortunate. We got the win the last time we played down at North, and I think it was 26-7 down there in '99. But they beat us here in '98, and they created a caravan around this campus, and they drove around for an hour blowing their horns.
Wow.
It was a sight.
Now, this will be the last time these two teams face off on this field. That's because you guys are opening a new facility next year. Can you talk a little bit about what all of that entails?
Yeah, and it's bittersweet. We're super excited about our new stadium, Buford City Stadium, but you know, it'll be sad to leave this place. We've been here 35 years, had great success, lots and lots of memories, 3 state championship games played here. The new stadium is going to be, you know, magnificent. 10,000 seats, largest scoreboard in the United States for a high school facility. It's like 60 by 90 feet. We have 14 suites in it, and 12 of them's already been purchased for next year.
Wow.
Pretty much we have a humongous field house in the end zone that's 2 levels, banquet hall on the top, and locker rooms for everybody on the bottom. So super excited to move in. It's 35 acres of just football stadium.
That's incredible. Roddy, you'll love this. We were talking off camera a little bit. He's already made it work for TV too, right?
We have. We did a walkthrough this past Tuesday, and we learned a lot of things that we hadn't prepared for. And so we're setting it up with it should be very TV friendly by the time it opens in August.
Well, high-class program deserves a high-class facility. Tony, thank you so much for having us out here today. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you guys next year as well.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for being here, and go Wolves.
We'll talk about the B2C championships that are happening tomorrow right after the break, so don't go anywhere.
Breda's better at keeping termites out.
Besides the fact that we're sending a licensed inspector to your home, we're also using state-of-the-art technology. So we put those two things together to give you the best possible termite inspection. Quite simply, Breda is better at keeping termites out. Only Breda protects your home with a complete liquid barrier from Termador. Your rate is locked in for 10 years, so if live termites are ever found, Breda will retreat, all for free.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
What happens after you graduate? Will you go to the next level? Will people have your back in the heat of the battle? Will you still train like a champion in pursuit of greatness? You will when you become an IBEW electrician. Join our team. Visit IBEW613.org.
We celebrate the athletes, the buzzer beaters, the record breakers, the wins. Now, it's time to celebrate the people behind it all. The advice givers, the community shapers, the game changers, the life changers. It's time to celebrate our coaches. Join all of us at BSN Sports and show your coach some love by sharing their story with #ThankYouCoach.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their athletic abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision. Our team brings it to life.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Hello and welcome to the Score Atlanta studios in Roswell, Georgia. I'm joined now by Alex Benson of Born to Compete to talk about the B2C Championships this Saturday downtown Atlanta. Alex, welcome on. First of all, just tell us about this event and kind of what's at stake for these middle school programs.
You know what, man, this is an event where we try to get the best teams from around the state so they can go ahead and play each other. We do the best we can to scout the teams and see what they got going on, and the coaches. We have the rankings all year and just different things like that. And we bring them together at the end of the year as our big give back to the state of Georgia. And obviously we host it here in the metro Atlanta area. This year is hosted at Berkmar High School, led by Coach Andrico Hines. They're a good coach up there. So we're excited, man. What's going to be. Hopefully, expect a lot of good energy out there, and also getting it on TV, man, so we can really showcase these kids.
Absolutely. And then this week, you've had the matchups finalized with some of these recent victories by these programs. Talk about what kind of matchups we're going to see this week.
Yeah, in the 11 and under division, you have Twin Cities going against Georgia Eagles. Georgia Eagles coached by James Davis, formerly the Clemson running back that I'm sure a lot of people know. They've won multiple state championships with us before. They're runner-up as state champions. And then you have Twin City. Twin Cities won it twice at the younger ages, including last year, winning our B2C state last year at the 10 and under age group. Coach Tim over there, very, very good coach. So we're excited to see what they do. Both of those two have great crowds. At the 12 and under division, we have ABA, which is Atlanta Bulldogs Academy, playing Atlanta Elite Lambeau. And I know teams here, the local teams here are making it, but that's just what it is. You're talking about two of the top teams that are out there. When you think about them, think of like East Cobb baseball or, Georgia Stars basketball. That's how good both of these programs are. ABA is led by Coach Hilton. Fantastic coach. As a matter of fact, he's the OC over there at Douglas County. This is his second time here in the championship game. He's done a lot of good things as far as the second time around being at 12U in the championship game. So he's done a lot of good things. You have Lambeau, multiple time state champions in a row. Kirby at our gala even gave him a shout out, you know what I'm saying? Because they are so good. And they are coming to look to defend their title, led by Coach Howard, who's a good coach and puts all of his passion into it. He loves being a volunteer and coaching those kids, developing them the best he can. Then at the 8th grade level, we still have an undecided game going on today with Crawford Long and North Clayton. Obviously, North Clayton is the defending two-time state champions. Coach Washington down there has done a fantastic job. And then Crawford Long takes over on their side with the APS, running through the APS, making it back to the championship series another time. They have won it once before against that Walton team from last year with Jeremy Helinski and all those guys when they were in 8th grade. So very, very good program over there. But they will be taking on, the winner of that game will be taking on Grayson, led by Coach Cannon. And he has those guys playing amazing. After two early losses this year to Decula and Buford, they did some soul searching, got them back right. They came in the game and they beat Cedar Grove on the first night of the championship series, and then they beat Rome on Wednesday night of the championship series, and now they find themselves in the championship game. So good luck to all teams, and we are all excited to see it.
So are we, and that'll be tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m. on the Peachtree Sports Network. Alex, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you there.
All right, man. Take care.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's. Obviously. Mix and match like a chicken McGriddles and hash browns for $2.79. Add a medium-iced coffee for $1.99. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Did you know that they have more local craft beer than any place else? Or that they have Energy Smart stores? Or that they professionally slice and package imported cheese from Europe? Did you know about their giant international aisle, local farm partnerships, curbside pickup, wine department? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
It takes passion, hustle, grit. And it only works if you do. It's the dream. And the only place to find it is on Peachtree TV, where your Atlanta dream takes on the basketball world, where the dream becomes a reality, where the dream is the other team's worst nightmare. Only on Atlanta's own Peachtree TV.
Oh my gosh!
World Chase Tag is the Pro League tournament for the planet's most intense new game, which takes the art of being hunted down to a whole new level. It is relentless and fiercely intense, with a chaser having just 20 seconds to get a hand on an invader.
He's done it! He has done it!
And there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Tuesdays at 7 on Peachtree Sports Network. This is the home of the GOATs. Friday Night Lights. And home of the Ballers. This is home of the Gamers. Peachtree Sports Network is the home of the Hustlers. And home of the Speed Junkies. The Peach State plays here. Atlanta's home of live local sports is Peachtree Sports Network.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. Really just all about the money.
All right, welcome back. IJ Rosenberg, Adam Clack, drive for the GHSA state title as we go into the second half with Buford leading North Gwinnett 15-7. Adam, before we do the highlights, I got to bring up a story from 2018. It was a phone call I had to make to you at the Corky Kell Classic. Remember? Okay. We were playing over at the Gwinnett Stripers Park. Oh, place looked beautiful. Yep. We got a storm in there. It was beautiful all around the stadium, flood around the stadium. Yep. And I had to get on I'll never forget, I pick up the phone. Dave Hunter, I think, is watching right now. It's the Corky Kell Dave Hunter Classic. And I said, Adam, you picked the phone up. Y'all are about to get on the bus.
I was on the bus.
I said, Adam, turn around.
I was on the bus.
The rain that came down, and, of course, it was a grass field. It looked beautiful. I'll never forget that. You remember that?
Well, I remember it,
and
too.
We came the next week, though, and we made it up for you. We had you on TV.
Well, remember, y'all wanted to play the next day, and I was like, guys, we can't. We're leaving on Wednesday to go to California and play. And I was like, I'm not going to make my kids play on a Saturday and then turn around and leave on a Wednesday.
But we came over and did TV at your place.
But we were able to. Luckily, it was Buford, as a matter of fact.
You were not happy about it.
It was Buford.
It was.
And we were able to had buys on the same time, so we were able to get it in.
All right, Mechanical Trades Institute highlights. Let's watch them, Adam. The first one, the fumble by the quarterback, North Gwinnett quarterback Hall. Buford gets the ball back on the first play. Justin Baker, off right tackle, goes right in for the end zone for a 7-0 Buford lead. North Gwinnett comes back, and then we got the punt. They stop them. Second turnover of the first quarter. Misplayed that ball. And here's the second look at the fumble. And as you said, Adam, probably not the right thing to do to pick that ball up.
Trying to protect field position there, but, made a bad play worse there by trying to field that. Turnovers have been the story.
And then Jordan Allen on the jet sweep goes in as Buford scores their second touchdown. And gets a 2-point conversion. And then the North Gwinnett touchdown. Hall makes the throw. And a second look to Braylon, and a nice catch there. And then got a little bit of a drop right here, which would have really changed the first half, I think. Got to make that catch.
When you look at the scoreboard right now, and it's 15-7, and you think of 3 critical errors, games come down.
Buford offensively has done nothing.
We always talk games a lot of times come down to those 5 plays, and right now 3 of those have gone against North Gwinnett. It's the 2 fumbles and the drop right there, which puts them right there first and goal on the 3. And we got a completely different ball game.
And I still think we'll have a good game in the second half. All right, second half coming up. You are watching the Peachtree Sports Network.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting 6 figures.
Hey, I have your back, you have my back. We're going to do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Are you interested in becoming a deputy or a jailer? The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office is hiring and looking for individuals passionate about protecting and serving their community. If you are 18 years or older, join our team by visiting gogcso.com for more information. Gwinnett County, together we can make a difference.
Customer service is everything in our industry, and one thing our clients love is when they call Breda, they get a live representative. At Breda, you get the attention you need and deserve right when you call in. Your appointment gets scheduled right then and there, and you get a specific time, no window of arrival. Our staff are your neighbors. They know what's going on in your community, and they're invested in doing it better.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bars.
What's so great about being a Kroger Boost member? Free delivery on the Kroger products you love, and more rewards too, like double fuel points on everything you buy. Experience a new level of membership, starting as low as $59 a year with Boost by Kroger Plus. Learn more at Kroger.com today.
Georgia Match just made going to college in Georgia unbelievably easy. Check it out.
It just makes applying to college 10 times easier. The top said Georgia Match, and it had all these schools listed.
The Georgia Match program was just kind of all up to me what I wanted to do, much less what I can and can't do.
I loved it because I can apply to like any college.
My parents like it. They were really impressed by it. I don't know why everybody doesn't use Georgia Match. I think they just want to do it the hard way.
Claim your spot. Go to georgiafutures.org or ask your counselor. See you on campus.
The drive for the GHSA state title is presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Transform your future today.
All right, welcome back to Tom Bryden Stadium here on the Buford Middle School, High School campus. Of course, as their AD talked about at halftime with Ashley Carey, they will have a brand new stadium next year. It's IJ Rosenberg, Adam Clack here, GHSA quarterfinal matchup, a great matchup between Buford and North Gwinnett, and Buford will take the ball here. Big defensive stand here to see if North Gwinnett can hold on to them. I'll tell you, Buford, other than the 2 turnovers, offensively, North Gwinnett stopped them.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about it at length. The turnovers have been huge. But I'm going to tell you, something that could come into play is that 2-point conversion early on in a 15-7 game. It's going to be really interesting to see if North Gwinnett has the opportunity to tie it. Do they go for the 2 now, or
a little trickery on the kickoff? I don't love that, Coach. That was like a little pooch there. I'm not sure what they were doing, but I don't know. Why don't you kick it deep there?
Well,
maybe you don't have a kicker that can
kicking
kick it deep.
team.
Yeah,
that is one. If you don't have, but if you go to onside it, onside it. You know,
they're going to repeat it. They're going to. We'll see if they do it again. They're going to repeat. There's a flag on the play. They're going back, Milton up. They were offsides.
So a rule on special teams: as long as nobody is past 5 yards, anybody can kick the ball. If you move somebody past 5 yards, only he can kick that ball. So
that was a penalty there. Earlier. Thank you for telling us that. Adam Clack, of course, winning a state championship at Milton in 2018. And I grew up in Atlanta and watched a lot of bad Milton football, Adam. All right, so they're going to kick it deep.
Got a return.
Yep, got a good return.
Nice tackle. Great tackle.
Nice tackle there.
I tell you, the physicality in this game has lived up to the billing. So
that was Jaden Benson from North Gwinnett on the tackle there. And that was Dylan McCoy on the return for Buford. So Buford's going to start here at about the 34-yard line. Good field position, though.
Good field position. You know Buford wants to run the ball. You know North Gwinnett wants to make Raiola beat him with his arm. So let's see if things change. Buford's still playing with the lead. If North Gwinnett can get a stop and tie this thing up, we may have to see some philosophy shift.
By the way, halftime in Athens, Georgia Tech, and this is not a correction, Georgia Tech 17, the Bulldogs nothing. What a surprise there. It's Georgia, of course, going to the SEC championship regardless. Okay, so that is a handoff there. North Gwinnett's got that one stopped.
Careful.
Yeah, be careful there. That's number 13 for Buford, Tyreek Green.
You know, I
really, I would say Buford. probably has under 30 yards of rushing offense.
You had the one or two big runs by Baker earlier, and you had the nice jet sweep. Other than that, I mean, it has really been North Gwinnett's game.
Yeah, Dayton Rayola, the sophomore quarterback for Buford, the lefty, the brother, whose brother led this team to a state championship a few years back, now at Nebraska, the Cornhuskers quarterback. It's going to throw outside here. Nice tackle, though.
Nice tackle. And I like that play call by Buford right there, giving Rayola something easy to get him started coming out. It's cold, you know, so you go into that halftime and you come back out and you got to get loosened back all the way back up again.
Jordan Allen on the catch there for Buford as we just start the second half here at Tom Ryden Stadium. So we got a short third down play here.
And an unbalanced set.
To the right. That's going to be a first down. Nice run up the middle.
Is that Baker again?
Yep, that's our man. Justin Baker up the middle.
And I liked your comparison.
I think you got to give the ball a little bit more to him in this.
I liked your comparison earlier of Justice Haynes. I really.
Yeah, runs hard. Downhill runner, squares up nicely. Doesn't get pushed back.
Now you're here at midfield. Is this a shot opportunity? At some point, I feel like they've got to challenge North Gwinnett down the field. They've been staying in a one high shell all game long, daring them to go over the top. Let's see if now's the time.
I'm going to have you explain that one high shell in a second. All right, here's Baker again, gets to the outside. Picks up about 6 yards. All right, one high shell. Explain.
One high shell, basically talking about your safety presentation. Are you having two safeties back, one safety, or do you go cover zero and have nobody back? Naturally, you're trying to stop the run, so you want to get as many people in the box as you can. And again, so it's the chess match, right?
That puts a lot of pressure on that safety.
Puts a lot of pressure on that safety, and the corners outside.
All right, second down and 3 after the 7-yard run by Baker. Rayola under center. He's going to flip it back. And that's going to be another first down. That's number 13, Tyreek Green. Saw a lot of him in the first half, like you said. 4 really good Buford running backs out, Adam.
And Green does it on both sides, right? He's got 5 interceptions on the year. I think he had a really big game last week, so you know, Buford does a great job of utilizing their personnel and maximizing it as much as they can out of them.
All right, first down, Buford. Just under 9 minutes in the second half, third quarter. Buford leading 15-7 over North Gwinnett, quarterfinal GHSA game. Winner of this game will more than likely get Carrollton, which is up over Hillgrove by a lot right now. Short second down run. Now it's using short first down run.
And as expected, Buford coming out, reestablishing the run here, wanting to shorten this.
It's a big drive for North Gwinnett.
Huge drive.
Yeah. And you mentioned the 2-point conversion's huge for Buford. A lot of movement for Buford.
Trying to create some confusion on the defense there, get their numbers.
We're going to go to the outside. Let's see. Good. It's going to be a big play there.
Getting your speed out in space, putting a lot of pressure on a defense to make those one-on-one tackles. Love that play call right there.
And that was Hannibal Navies on the catch from Rayola. Nice move on the outside. Good speed.
You really stress the defense a lot when you can stretch them, you know, sideline to sideline and get those one-on-one matchups.
All right, we are in the red zone, brought to you by IBW Local 613. Kitty Mullins, our friend over there. IBW, by the way, the biggest union, the electrical union in Georgia. It's been a really good supporter of us. All right, we're going to be right back as Buford is setting up to try to get over 20 points. And you're watching Peachtree Sports TV.
Thank you for watching Georgia High School Heroes presented by Ingalls. I'm Chris Bainbridge, and we're taking a look at some of the best players ever to play high school football in the great state of Georgia. This week, we go to Tyrone and Sandy Creek High School. Calvin Johnson is widely regarded as one of the best wide receivers ever to play the game, and it was evident even in high school that his game would take him far. His time as a Patriot would see Johnson net 108 receptions for 2,342 yards and 29 touchdowns. As a collegiate, he became one of the greatest players in Georgia Tech history, and although he rarely played for a winner in the NFL, the Detroit Lions star went to 6 straight Pro Bowls and is now enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Thank you for watching Georgia High School Heroes, presented by Ingalls.
What is GMFB overtime?
It's this, that, and a whole lot of 5 days a week.
Let's go. Here we go.
It's football for everyone.
Weekdays at 10 on Peachtree Sports Network.
True to Atlanta, true to the South Side. This is our city. Don't miss it as your Skyhawks take on the Maine Celtics in high-action, high-speed G League basketball. Monday at 7 p.m. on Peachtree Sports Network.
Okay, going back to 1.
This industry is my life. The Georgia film industry feeds my children, and it feeds my dreams, which are 2 very important things. The film community is a real vital ecosystem. You can make a living in it in an incredible town.
Real jobs, real impact. Support Georgia Films. Visit whygeorgia.com.
All right, welcome back to the drive for the GHSA state title, brought to you by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Quarterfinal game here at Buford. Buford right now up 15-7. Next Friday night, we'll have a semifinal game for you. Hopefully, before the end of the broadcast tonight, we'll be able to tell you where we will be.
I believe this is Baker territory.
Yep.
Came into the game with 11 touchdowns. Now he has 12.
Oh. Raiola was a little bit high on that pass. That was a touchdown right there.
Yeah, and that's one of the first real mistakes you've seen Buford make in this game. They've played very clean, very conservative, but they can do that, especially with the lead that they were gifted early.
All right, so it'll be second down and goal from the 8-yard line for Buford. Leading 15-7 right now.
Again,
just overthrew. Nice call, though.
Second half starting a lot like the first half. Exactly kind of what Buford wants to do. See if this North Gwinnett defense can bow its back right here in the red zone.
All right, the pitch. That's gonna. He just can't hold on to him.
Yep, North Gwinnett continuing to play in the backfield there. Just wasn't able to bring him down on that one. Big third.
Dylan McCoy on the run right there. So we're going to be third and goal from the 4th. You got 2 plays here, Adam. This is a 2-play territory, right?
Depending. I mean, if you get it inside the 3-yard line, you're probably looking at it. But if I'm Buford, as well as my defense is playing, I would
kick the field goal, go up 2 by scores.
Go up by 2 scores right here and bet on your defense.
All right, trips left for Buford. Raiola, the quarterback, is going to put one in motion and bring him back. He's going to roll to his left, throws into the end zone, touchdown, great catch.
What a catch.
It's number 4, Jordan Allen for Buford on the catch.
That's a big play by Raiola right there. He had really been leaning, other than the one long.
Right, this is the English Stubbs electrifying play of the half. Raiola to Jordan Allen. Great throw and catch.
Like I said, just a great job by Raiola right there. He really hasn't been asked to do a whole lot in this game, but on a big third down right there.
And a big catch. Gets his foot down. And we'll see the extra point here at 21-7. So put him up 22-7. We can put this through for Buford. 7:13 left in the third quarter. and that one's good. So, Adam, we got a 22-7 game. If critters are creeping, and I mean creeping in your attic, better call Breda Pest Management to get a highly trained expert to kick those critters out. Under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if any critters return, you're covered at no additional cost. Breda, they handle bugs and critters. Adam, I have to ask, if there's a roach in your house, who gets it? You?
Oh, I got it.
You get the call, don't you?
I got to get it. That's right. I'll tell you what, my
wife. I hear it.
My wife does a lot of things around the house, but getting
But
roaches is not one of them.
Yeah, no. So let me ask you a question. Tell everybody what you're doing now.
So right now, I'm doing training. When I stepped down at Milton, I went to the University of Charlotte as a defensive assistant for a year. And
how'd you enjoy that?
Loved it. And unfortunately, the way college is, there's a lot of movement and the staff. There was a staff change, but I was able to find my way to Europe, and I coached in the European League of Football for the Paris Musketeers, and now we're back in Alpharetta, and I'm training and starting the Adam Clack Football Academy and really leaning into consulting coaches and helping coaches build better programs and helping leaders of any organization.
That was a Northside injury report. That was Chandler Jordan that was down for North Gwinnett, but he popped right back up. Go to the sideline. He looks like he's going to be okay. 7:13 left. Yeah, Adam, with 3 kids that all were involved in college athletics, it's so important what you're doing. And, we've been talking about, how deep you're diving into some of these, training methods and different ways of going about it.
We all gain more than just the sport from team sports, and it's those values that really help people transcend in their life. So,
all right. So that is going to be a good run back. That's
nice
number.
Return.
Yep. Nice return by Eric Roning, North Gwinnett. (22-7) Buford over North Gwinnett. We'll go over a couple other scores. It looks like that Georgia Tech game is about to start up in Athens. Tech right now up 17-0. Adam, that's a shocker there.
I tell you, probably everybody counted them out but Coach Key.
Brent Key's done a great job. We work with him at the Corky Cal 7-on-7, and very impressed with him, very impressed with the coaching staff. Tim McFarland, our old friend from BT and Fellowship Christian up there helping out. It's going to be a little dump pass over to Eric Roning.
That's something I had in my notes.
Play.
Something I had in my notes right there. I really like when North Gwinnett has been spreading the field a little bit and able to find some of these creases, because as we knew coming into the game, it's tough sledding against the middle of that tough interior Buford defense.
These poor down marker crew over there keeps getting hit. Keeps dropping the flag.
Taking grenades.
Yeah. It's not an easy job. All right, 2nd and 3 from the 40. North's got to turn it on here if they're going to stay in this game. They need to score on this drive. All right, Hall makes the fake. He's going to run up the middle. He is going to get about 3 or 4. I'll tell you what, he does a good job. He's not a big kid, but he falls forward.
Great second effort.
Yep.
And you said it's not panic mode. You can still stay with your game plan here, but this is a critical drive.
You need something. You need some points.
Critical drive right here. Otherwise, you're putting a lot of pressure on your defense to have to get stops and 3 and outs and turn the ball back over fast.
Yeah. Those 2 early turnovers, unfortunately, are going to be tough to overcome in this one.
Well, that's why it's the most important stat in football,
yes,
right?
It is. Yes, it is. You saw that at Alabama, Oklahoma last weekend. All right, Hall back to pass. He's going to run out to the right. He's got some room to run. He's going to get the first down.
I tell you, he's sneaky fast,
good player.
right? And very quick, too, There's been several times where I've thought that, the Buford defense had a beat on him in the backfield, and he's always able to find his way out. And
not a big kid, 6'1", 170, but he can move.
And I think he's a dual sport kid, too, as well. I think he's a big baseball player.
A lot of kids at North Gwinnett play baseball. All right, first down. Hall's going to fake the pitch. He's going to take off. He's going to pick up about 2 yards. Buford He's got some really good speed at the linebackers.
You talk about they force you to run outside and they use their team speed to collapse it, and it's a really tough problem to solve when you go against this Buford defense.
Yeah, that was big linebacker Aaron Holloway, senior.
Spreading the field back out again here. You see it opens up little creases there. I mean, you can see it. You got a little window here in the slot.
Ooh. He made the catch.
Ooh. That ball floated on him a little bit right there. That's
it
not
did.
You want to do again.
Christian Campbell came back and made a nice catch by North Gwinnett. By the way, every day, Monday through Friday, you can watch us at noon to 1 on the Score, on our high school daily show.
So again, I'm thinking 4-down territory right here. You don't have to get the whole thing in one swap right here. So see how they
3rd and 7 for North. Hall drops back. He's going to go deep. He's going to overthrow him. The receiver stopped a little bit there. The Georgia High School Sports Daily, every Monday through Friday from noon to 1. You can watch us, not just football, but all the sports. Craig Sager, Najee Wilkins. I'll even host a show or two. It's a lot of fun. We built a great studio up in Roswell, Adam, and doing a lot of really cool stories about volleyball and cross country and cheerleading and, of course, football.
You bring in the flag football in there as well, right?
Flag, we're heavy in the flag, of course. We had the Corky Kell, Dave Hunter Flag Classic over at West Forsyth, which was won by McKeitron. I know you're doing a lot of work. We got the middle school championships, Born to Compete tomorrow, kickoff at 11 a.m. on Peachtree Sports Network. We got 3 great games. Alex Benson and our friends at Born to Compete. You can watch Alex every Wednesday on the show that we have from noon to 1.
So Hall took
Alex
a shot
does a great job in middle school. What?
Hall took a shot right there. He's
he
slow to get up. Good to see him back up, though. Again, right there on that 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and going down the field right there. Would have loved to seen them maybe try something to cut it in half, give them an opportunity on a more manageable 4th down.
And they're going to have to punt here because they don't have the quarterback, because he'd have to sit out a play, right, Adam?
That's right. It kind of forces your hand
here,
right?
Does, yeah.
If the 4th and 7 didn't do it already.
Yep. So we'll see a punt here.
Goodness.
This is actually their backup, Hughley Leam, is a backup punter because Hall had to sit out that play. All right, right now we've got Buford 22-7, 4:55 left here at the GHSA quarterfinals.
Dang, where you get this car?
You need to join the union.
The union?
Absolutely. You can get 10 of these.
Union construction workers earn the highest wages with the best benefits and the most protection in the construction industry. Find your career in construction. Go to GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com and start your future today.
What happens after you graduate? Will you go to the next level? Will people have your back in the heat of the battle? Will you still train like a champion in pursuit of greatness? You will when you become an IBEW electrician. Join our team. Visit IBEW613.org.
We celebrate the athletes, the buzzer beaters, the record breakers, the wins. Now, it's time to celebrate the people behind it all. The advice givers, the community shapers, the game changers, the life changers. It's time to celebrate our coaches. Join all of us at BSN Sports and show your coach some love by sharing their story with #ThankYouCoach.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision, our team brings it to life.
Yikey wawa! Running out of hot water is one way your water heater cries out for help. Call R.S. Andrews. Get a water heater rejuvenation. Your water heater gets added life, you get more hot water. Another way R.S. Andrews makes you smile today.
I've used R.S. Andrews 15 years. Purchased 2 heating and air systems, so I rely on their technicians for service. I call, they come, it's fixed. And I appreciate Andrews' commitment. He gives it his all. That's how R.S. Andrews makes me smile.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by Gordo's, Fiesta every day, Northside Hospital, your source of strength, the Mechanical Trades Institute, the best kept secret everyone should know about, Dog Nation. Visit DogNation.com for the latest Georgia team news and recruiting information. Georgia Match. Claim your spot at a Georgia college today by visiting gafutures.org. And by Georgia High School Sports Daily. Live at noon Monday through Friday on the Peachtree Sports Network and Atlanta News First app.
All right, welcome back to Tom Ryden Stadium here on the Buford Middle School High School campus. This is the drive for the GHSA state title. Quarterfinal game between Buford and North Gwinnett. Brought to you by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Buford's got the ball back here. And they'll run the ball.
And, you know, the North Gwinnett defense is right there again. He just finds a crease and a big first down right there getting. Yeah,
that's Ethan Irving. I think that's his first carry of the game. Nice run.
He was waiting on it.
Yeah, he was. Well rested.
Hey, I tell you, fresh legs in the second half is a huge advantage for this Buford team.
Right now, Georgia Tech's up 17-0, but Georgia down inside the Tech 5 at the about 10 minutes left, third quarter. All right, 9. I think Buford's starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, and if you're
serving again,
if you're North Gwinnett right now, you really got a little sense of urgency on defense.
Well, and the other nice thing is when you got 4 backs, this kid hadn't touched the ball in the first half. Got a North Gwinnett player down right now. That's number 5, Cole Funderbuck. That would be a big loss for North Gwinnett.
Loss. It's a lot of tackles for loss coming off the books if he's out.
All right, let's take a look at the SEC Fanfare. Good, our partners over at the Southeastern Conference. Football fans, get ready for the 2024 Dr. Pepper SEC Football Fanfare on December 6th through 7th at the Georgia World Congress Center. Of course, that's next week. The event, which celebrates everything SEC football, is free to the public. A lot of fun for the kids. Even if you don't go to the game, you can go to the Fanfare. Plus, don't miss the T-Mobile concert on December 7th at noon, featuring country music duo Dan and Shay. All right, looks like Funderbuck might have cramped up a little bit there. Let's look at the replay, Adam. Yeah, it looks like he is on top there. Yeah, he goes down. Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, sometimes you think
all right.
You think it's cold. Why are they cramping up? It's not hot. Well, that adrenaline's real. And you get adrenaline in games like this, and it'll deplete you just like it did back in August when it was real hot.
So Georgia's just scored their first points against Tech early in the third quarter, so they've cut it to 17-6. That was after looked like a Georgia fumble, but like it was overturned. So Georgia's trying to get back in this game in Athens against Tech as Funderbuck is helped off the field. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hate to see that. He is a heck of a ball player.
Good player.
Yeah.
Really good ball player. All right, 2nd and 4. Ball on the 35 of Buford. Got about 4:10 left in this GHSA quarterfinal matchup. Two teams haven't played in 25 years, Adam. 25 years. Of course, Buford, a lot of people don't realize, was an A school forever.
Yeah, they've grown a lot,
Yes,
leaps
they
and
have.
bounds, and so is their campus, and it's beautiful.
They're going to have a beautiful stadium next year. All right, this is Rayola back in the gun. Puts a man in motion, fakes the jet sweep, and then throw the ball out of bounds.
I tell you
Smart
what,
play.
that
Smart
is
play.
a heads-up play by Rayola right there. Nothing's there. Throw it away. We've got third and manageable. Don't make a bad play worse. Really good play.
Win the game, Adam. Win the game. You're up 22-7, 3:55 left. Of course, the winner of this game will go and play Carrollton.
Yep. That's one of those.
Carrollton ranked number 1, Buford number 2. That would be a 1-2 matchup.
Be a heck of a matchup.
And the other 1-2 matchup in 5A will be Milton and Lee County. So we'll get one of them for television in the semifinals. All right. So it's a third down. Big play here for North Gwinnett, Adam.
Had him in the backfield.
I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be about a yard short.
And we were talking about our one high shell earlier.
Yeah.
There was a no high shell right there. They were ready to stop the run, and they put as
That was
many men
Dylan
as they could.
McCoy right there, and it looks like they're going to go for it. They're going to put the big uns in here and see if they can get this first down, run some more clock.
Coach
see if they might try to draw them off sides here. We'll see. Some big boys on the line in this one. All right, here we go. Rayola under center. He's going to make a big hole.
Who else?
Big hole. Oh, nice play. Keeps going.
Who else? My man Baker.
Justin Baker.
When you need a play, you dial it.
Well, and
two.
I'll tell you the other thing that helped there. He's been resting for about 10 minutes.
Sure
That doesn't hurt.
You know, and I think that speaks a lot to the culture Coach Att has built here. Guys not worrying about their stats, not worrying about their touches. They realize it's about winning the ball game, and if we all collectively buy in, it makes us all better. And that's great to see, especially in today's age when people worry about what they can put out on social media and stats and numbers.
Coach Appling's done a wonderful job over here, Adam. Won a state championship his first season.
First 3 seasons.
Yeah, first 3 seasons. That's right. Not an easy place to come in and coach. Oh, nice throw.
Nice ball. Nice call there. Riding the momentum of the big 4th and 1. Going downfield. Big chunk play.
That was Javen Bennett on the reception there for Buford.
Buford's ready. They could really take this game over right here.
They score here.
Love that play call.
Yeah, nice play, nice catch.
All right, showing you. All
right, we got the red zone presented by IBW Local 613. Buford at the 15-yard line, first down.
Pass.
Gets out of the, he's going to make a nice run.
I tell you, that's just demoralizing to a defense.
It's Tyree Green.
Set up to be a halfback pass. Nothing was there, and he makes
a nice run.
Makes more than something out of nothing, right? Turns it into an explosive play. Now they're 1st and goal from the 2.
Buford's running backs are quick, man. They can really move. And to have 4 of them like that makes a big difference.
He's got to be the best running back room in the country, don't you think?
All right, so Buford down at the 2, 1st and goal. Really put the game away here if they can score a touchdown. And they're going to stop him. It's a nice play. What's going on here? That was number 75, Zach Lewis on the stop.
And they're bringing the big boys back in.
Yeah, here we go.
Little statement action right here. Line up, play some smash mouth football, try to take a 3-score lead.
All right, Buford 2nd and goal from the 1. Got the big uns in. And that's going to be a touchdown. There's Tyreek Green on the touchdown there.
So
I
IJ,
didn't need Baker there.
IJ, how many missed tackles did we see right now, where we weren't seeing those missed tackles early in the game? And that goes back to your point earlier, fresh legs, backs are strong, they're hungry. And
that's our Inglet Stubbs electrifying play of the half. 1-yard run by Tyreek Green. And that's going to put Buford up 28-7 with a minute 29 left in this GHSA playoff quarterfinal. Buford can hold on. They'll play Carrollton next weekend. It'll be a 1-2 matchup. Adam, that should be a good one. You're going to have a 1-2 matchup more than likely in 6A as well as 5A. And that's why, Adam, I'd like to see them do like a power ranking situation where you don't run into that.
I think you're just in my head right there. I was just thinking the exact same thing. Let the region decide who gets in, and then maybe go to some type of power ranking so you can separate.
So you can avoid
these guys
that.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I think that there's several situations up and down the brackets that are like that.
Well, it's happening in the semi. It could just as easy happen in the quarters.
That's exactly right. All right, so Coach Appling's out there upset about something. Did he call a penalty against Milton?
I think we got offsetting.
Unsportsman? Offsetting unsportsmanlike. Got to turn on your mic, ref. That's why we got it for you. All right, so Buford here. Are they going to go for 2?
Well, they're setting up in their, we call it a swinging gate formation, where they're going to kind of assess.
You used to do that or no?
From time to time. Again, it's another thing that forces defenses to, coaches to have to prepare for something else. Right. You're looking at your numbers, seeing if something's there. You got a specific set you're looking for.
All right, so now they're going to kick. A lot of theatrics there.
You put it on film and somebody has to prepare for it.
Exactly. Take time out of your practice. And that's going to go through. So we are now at 29-7 Buford.
And that's really a
Players
backbreaker right
fun.
there.
Yeah.
In that first half, you saw that North Gwinnett defense able to really stone the run. But again, that's why you stick with this running game. That's why you have 4 backs that you can just rotate in and out.
You just push them back. It's like good defensive lines that can rotate 10, 12 players.
Oh, man, what a luxury.
It's very difficult. So 29-7 right now. Buford holds on. They will play Carrollton. We will have the coin flip. Excuse me, not the coin flip for the semis.
When we saw, Hall get shaken up on that last play. Let's see. Hopefully he's okay and back under center. Maybe give this offense a spark where they can fight and claw their way back into it, because they're going to really need something on this drive right here. Otherwise, you're going to see the machine of that Buford offense just start to bleed this game away.
Let's try to see if we can pick up some scores. We got right now, Grayson has beaten Collins Hill 31-14.
Wow.
Douglas County up 20-14 over West Forsyth. So if Grayson can hold on and Douglas County will hold on, that will be one semifinal. The other semifinal in 6A would be, if Buford can hold on to this one, they'll play Carrollton, which is up 46-6 right now in the fourth quarter. Interesting game between Sequoia and Coffee. Very impressed. That's going to go out of the end zone. I don't know where that was before.
Well, they had I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, they were up early. Yeah.
I guess it wasn't offsetting. I guess it was 2 unsportsmanlike.
It was on North Gwinnett.
Yep. So just go ahead and put that thing out the back of the end zone and make them start from the 20.
All right, 5A Hughes has got a 21-12 lead over Thomas County Central. Lee County 64-0 over Sprayberry.
I can't wait to see that back. I haven't got a chance to see him in person.
He's a heck of a player. 56-14 Milton right now, up over Housing County. Creekside 26-0 over Eastside. Marist 33-14. Incredible how every year Marist They run that option, and they just are there every year, Adam. And Hall's going to go down there.
You know, on our podcast the other day, we had have a lightning round question. We were talking about blue bloods, and naturally Buford comes up and Valdosta comes up. Marist was one that we pulled, and you know, Coach Chadwick, it seems like he's been doing it for 100 years.
Yes, I remember Coach Chadwick out to Lakeside High School in the 70s. We had some good teams. Alan's a few years older than me, but I don't know if you know this, but 3 brothers and that 3 Chadwick brothers, all great high school players. In fact, Alan, I used to kid him. He was the number 3 out of the 3 brothers as far as talent, but they were all very good. But he's done an incredible job at Marist. Hall's going to try to go deep there. It's a little bit underthrown. Might have been offensive interference there.
Well, trying to set up an
trying
explosive
to
there,
make a big play.
Right, you know, you're behind the sticks there, and now you really got it. You're 3rd and 12 in your own shadow of your own end zone. Dangerous position to be here. But hey, you know, you're down 3 scores. You got to give yourself a shot.
A couple of the scores. Fellowship Christian looks like they're going to beat Wesleyan. They're up 28-7 in the 4th. Hebron Christian 63-13 over Aquinas. Hall's going to drop one under, and Buford's just there. I mean, it's just, you know, they're a lot of momentum right now, up 29-7.
Yep, you start to see the North Gwinnett defense tire. Guys are breaking tackles. This Buford defense is as sure in the end of the 3rd quarter as they were as the 1st quarter. Again, the depth, IJ, of this team is just off the charts.
Yeah, it really is good. Again, those 2 early turnovers in the 1st quarter really put North Gwinnett in a hole. I think that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
3rd quarter that was dominated by Buford. I mean,
yeah.
they came
Buford
out
looked good. Offense
exactly
looked good.
what they wanted to do.
Absolutely. Yep. So we're going to go to the 4th quarter with Buford up 29-7. The crowd here is pumped up. The players here are excited. And looks like Buford's going to advance and play Carrollton next week. But you are watching the drive for the GHSA state title.
Here's to the legends of the game who paved the way for the stars of today.
Get out of his way!
Origin Sports showcases sports history that is as relevant today as it was in the past. We deliver the stars, stories, moments, and games that define the very essence of sports.
Touchdown! Hang on! Hammer time!
Because when you celebrate the past, you embrace the future. Origin Sports. Run it back.
What is GMFB overtime?
It's this, that, and a whole lot of 5 days a week.
Let's go. Here we go.
It's football for everyone.
Weekdays at 10 on Peachtree Sports Network.
True to Atlanta, true to the South Side. This is our city. Don't miss it as your Skyhawks take on the Maine Celtics in high-action, high-speed G League basketball. Monday at 7 p.m. on Peachtree Sports Network.
Make yourself known now. 83-10-01 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
All right, we're back here at Buford as Buford leads 29-7 right now over North Gwinnett. Adam Clack, IJ Rosenberg here on the Peachtree Sports Network. Drive for the GHSA state title brought to you by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. We're going to get a score update. Big upset that is taking place from Ashley Carey in about a couple of minutes. North Gwinnett. Looks like they're going to punt here, Adam. I don't think they really have a choice.
What do we got?
Whistle. It's a 4th and 9 from North's 21-yard line.
Yeah, it's one of those tough spots. You hate to give them the ball back right here, down 3 scores,
but you also don't have much of a choice.
You also don't want to gift them this field position either.
All right, so what was that? I think the officials are
We got a flag.
having a little tough time. Flag there. It's going to be all sides.
False start. Offense.
It's going to back them up another yard. Not a great quarter plus a few seconds here, Adam, for North Gwinnett.
Yeah, third quarter really was that first half was a great back and forth, but it's the first quarter and the third quarter, right? That's been telling the story of this game. Buford owned the first quarter, they owned the third quarter. Now with the ball, going to have great field position here to start the fourth quarter. They can really salt this thing away.
All right, that's going to be a fair catch. We're going to go down to Ashley Carey. She's got an update on a big upset in the quarterfinals.
IJ, it'll be a good 4.5-hour drive home for North Cobb Christian as they upset Savannah Christian 30-27. Matt Jones and his team, we talked to him earlier during our bracket show earlier in the year, and he was so excited for what this team could do this year. And I'll tell you what an amazing game they had tonight. 30-27 over Savannah Christian, 275 miles back home, but they continue on to next week.
Savannah Christian, #1 team on the private school bracket. Adam going down. Elijah Griffin, one of the top player in the country.
I tell you what, it makes a 4.5-hour bus ride a heck of a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, especially I hope they're on a charter bus and not a school bus. That's another big run here. And that is Ethan Irving.
Just another one of those backs, right? Just another one of them. Just plug and play.
Putting them out there.
Just plug and
big
play.
Run. And Buford's starting to open the door on what will be a #1, #2 matchup next week against Carrollton.
Yeah, and you really just felt, I mean, you saw it, coming out of the fourth quarter with the excitement from the fans and the players are feeling it, and just a complete momentum shift coming out of halftime.
Good crowd here.
Awesome
especially
crowd.
with Tech and Georgia. And we'll talk about that in a second because I'm not thrilled about college football, especially in the state of Georgia on Friday night. All right, so Rayola's going to hand off again. That's Ethan Irving, who made the big run a few seconds ago.
Yeah, there used to be kind of that unwritten rule where college didn't play on Friday and the NFL wouldn't play on Saturday, but now it's just, like you said, the TV deals control everything, and I guess it's just everybody's just going to play whenever they want now, huh?
Rules don't matter anymore, Adam. I don't understand it, especially in Georgia. It's just too good. Friday nights needs to be for high school football. We've talked about that for the last couple of weeks. I know TV pays for a lot of money, but at the same time,
and Rayola's going to walk
in on that one.
That's it.
And that'll be
good for him.
Turn on and off. Yep.
Yeah,
it's a touchdown for the young sophomore.
Well, and the two huge throws in this game too. I've just seen him make, and we give a lot of credit where credit is due to that running game, but he's done a heck of a job of stepping up when he needs to as well. And I'll tell you another huge play when he just threw it away down here on the second down. So I'm sure he's going to get a lot of love.
And he's only a sophomore. So we got your swinging gate around again. They're going to.
And a sophomore, and I got to see that first game live and in person. And
how do you look against Milton?
I tell you, he has grown leaps and bounds from week one. And a credit to him and a credit to the coaching staff, putting him in situations where he can learn and grow up. And it ain't easy in Georgia 6A to have to grow up with the schedule that they play and the caliber of players that they play against. So
that extra point was good. So it is 36-7. Buford, as we'll go to one of our final commercial breaks of the game. So next week, hopefully we'll stick around. We'll be able to tell you where we are next week. We'll have a semifinal game right here on Peachtree Sports Network.
So when I got in the program, I was 18.
At the time, I think the most appealing thing was, I could start out going to school and making money while I'm going to school. Not coming out in 4 or 5 years, $30,000, $40,000 in debt. That was the biggest attraction to this. I got in 3 days after graduation and hadn't looked back.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JATC provides apprentices with free training and careers that are stable and essential to the operation of the modern world. Both craft jobs and management positions offer lucrative pay with benefits as well as the stability of a growing industry. Skilled journeymen in the sheet metal industry are essential to our community now and in the future. Learn more about free technical training with no student debt at our website, careersinsheetmetal.com.
Planting season is here, and it's time to give your yard the perfect touch from the professionals at Personal Touch Lawn Care. Why Personal Touch? Courteous service, attention to detail, and a desire to give you the best lawn in your neighborhood.
They have the knowledge and skills to do anything that I would need.
Call now for a 25% discount on design and consultation services.
Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Personal Touch Lawn Care, 770-908-1238, or online at ptlcatlanta.com.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt.
I got it, Mom.
It's a very nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future. Every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
All right, welcome back to Buford as the Wolves are up 36-7. Big quarter.
Yeah, it's really a tale of two quarters, right? It's that third quarter and that first quarter. Second quarter, it really felt like the momentum had shifted back into that North Gwinnett favor, but coming out of half, Buford has really imposed their will and done exactly what I think, their game plan was. Establish that run, play good, hard defense, and they've been able to stretch this lead.
That is Adam Clack, former Milton State Championship coach. They won a state championship back in 2018. He's in the booth with me, I.J. Rosenberg. Georgia Tech going to the fourth quarter, up 17-6 right now over the Georgia Bulldogs in Athens. Big upset there brewing, and Tech's got the ball, third down and goal on Georgia's 6-yard line.
I tell you, the playoff bracket is going to be shook, huh?
Well, I'm a big Alabama guy because that's where I was at, and they're number 13 right now. They can go out and beat Auburn tomorrow, and Georgia gets beat. They could end up as a 3-loss team in the playoffs. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It really is crazy. By the way, I noticed that Kansas City and Las Vegas were playing today on Amazon. We were in our office preparing for this game, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's football everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
everywhere.
at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thanksgiving Friday, you got an NFL game. Did you watch the Bears game? Did you watch that game yesterday?
I did.
They didn't waste any time firing the Chicago coach after.
Oh, he got fired?
He got fired.
Oh, wow.
How he handled the end of that game. Chicago's lost like 4 or 5 games in the last seconds. They could be
I didn't know that. I
really
tell you
good
what,
team.
What Dan Campbell has done
At
Detroit
yeah, it's amazing.
It is a masterclass of culture.
Yeah, especially at a place that just is not known for winning football in the NFL. All right, so North Gwinnett's got the ball here, second down, 2. They'll make a pitch. That's going to be a first down. That was a pitch out to Tommy Lafayette, who's going to get the first down on the play there. So you're a coach here. You're down 36-7 with about 10 minutes left. What you think? Get kids in the game.
Well, this group has brought you this far. You want to let them,
finish it out.
You want them to keep playing hard. You're building something here. If
they
Coach
are.
Godfrey.
Yeah, Eric's done a great job. I mean, you can tell they played very well in the second quarter.
Absolutely.
Really did a good job of stopping Buford.
Knocking on the door, and it's a culture thing here. You want to play till the last lap of the game, and let these guys go out, and they're in the quarterfinals. They're on TV.
Absolutely. So we'll get 2nd and 10 from the 37. North Gwinnett's 37. Hall, the quarterback. He's going to make the handoff there.
And Lafayette's he's had trouble getting going all game.
Yes.
He is their bell cow. As he goes, they go.
Yeah, he hasn't really been able to break out on a big run, which is what they needed.
Yeah.
Update from Athens. Tech has put up 3 more points, so they are up 20-6 in the fourth, early in the fourth quarter. We've got a player down for North Gwinnett right now. That's number 56, Christian Walcott. All right. So we are going to get another Breda read in here. Breda, of course, a big supporter of what we do at Score Atlanta and the Corky Kell Dave Hunter Classic, as well as our Friday night games. No matter the season, no matter your pest issue, Breda Pest Management will protect your home inside and out from bugs, termites, wildlife, and mosquitoes, and as my wife likes to say, roaches. Breda is proud to sponsor Georgia High School athletics. Get started at BredaPest.com. I want to thank Matt Breda and the rest of them there for the support that they give us. We could not do this with sponsors without them, and GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com, our friend Randy Beal and Kenny Mullins at IBEW, and Steve Langley at Another Union Smart. I want to thank all of them for what has been a great season here. An outside pass.
Great blocking on the perimeter.
Good blocking, really good. First down, North Gwinnett. Also, really want to thank our crew, Roddy White, our executive producer, Matt Sims, who serves as not only our director, but our punches the buttons. He's our TD, technical director. You know what? It's funny. I'll never forget the phone call I had to make to you.
I'll never forget it either.
Because it was like this monsoon came in. The baseball field in Gwinnett, y'all would have been so excited to play on this grass field. It looked so good, and then it was just gone. It was 2 feet underwater. Just crazy.
It came out of nowhere.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, 15-yard penalty, results in a first down.
All right, so North Gwinnett's going to pick up another 15 yards on that penalty.
You love it right here. Your team continues to fight. Yeah. You're down. Again, this is a culture thing. You want these young guys seeing these guys are going to fight until the last whistle. You score here, shoot, you go for an onside kick. You never know what can happen. So you just always want to preach that. You never quit. Something to be gained. Anytime there's still time on the clock.
All right, we talked a little bit about Savannah Christian, number 1 team, going down to North Cobb Christian. Don't forget to watch our show every Monday through Friday, 12 to 1 on the Peachtree Sports Network. The Georgia High School Sports Daily, brought to you by Score Atlanta.
Timeout, Buford.
It's going to be a timeout.
Their first charge timeout of the half.
From Buford. Tell you what, next week, Buford-Carrollton, that's going to be a heck of a matchup.
That is going to be a matchup right there. I can't wait to see it.
Well, and we get to see the Carrollton quarterback, Juju, who, of course, reclassified. Made the decision last week that he is not going to go. Well, he had pulled back off of Southern Cal. He's going to go play for Deion Sanders.
Going out of the collar, Deion's going to reload it.
So how about this, Adam? In 1988, become the Falcons beat writer. Actually, 1987. And the Falcons picked Deion Sanders.
That's right. Prime time.
So I had to deal with Deion that year. Then I get the Braves beat in 91, and he comes to the Braves from the Yankees, and I get 2 years of Deion there. I know Deion.
What about the day?
And I like Deion.
What about the day when he
played in Miami?
Both?
Yep.
He played both
played the Dolphins in the afternoon. They flew them to the Pittsburgh airport, took a helicopter to Three Rivers Stadium.
I remember that.
And Bobby Cox put them in the game.
Yep.
And the Braves, those were great years, Adam. Had a lot of fun covering the Braves. It was a different age back then for newspapers. All right, Hall's back to pass here. He's got a man.
Oh, ball out.
It's a fumble.
Three turnovers.
Yep.
That's not the only story of the game because Buford has done enough outside of that here in the third quarter, but it certainly is a big story in this game.
Yeah, it is. It looks like he just drops the ball.
No, just not. No
Yeah,
false
stripped.
starting.
Yeah, he got stripped out.
You know, you see that when you get in traffic. A lot of times, guys trying to make that move, that extra move, and the ball comes down, and that's when those turnovers happen. There, he's got it in one hand. There, ball's down. We always want to keep that wrist above elbow, elbow in.
Chris Garland for Buford picked that ball up. Defensive back ran it about 35 yards as Buford gets the ball back. I'm assuming they'll try to run as much clock here as possible.
Yeah, if I'm Coach App now, I'm wanting to control this clock. I'm wanting to get out of here healthy and ready for the next round.
Yep. So Buford's got the ball back with a 36-7 lead, 9:30 left in the fourth quarter. They're just going to hand the ball up the middle there. He breaks out. I think that's our guy, Justin Baker, isn't it?
Get a read on it.
That was actually Dylan McCoy got the ball there, picked up about 3-4 yards. Nice run.
I think we'll see a lot of that, IJ.
Yep. Tell you what, we're watching, keeping an eye on this Georgia Tech game. Georgia Tech up 20-6 right now with about 12 minutes left in the third quarter. It's be a huge upset. Big program win if Tech can pull this off, Adam.
When's the last time Tech beat Georgia?
I was actually at the game. It was in Athens. It's probably been about 10, 11 years. Actually, I think it was Rick's last game against Georgia Tech.
So it's
before Kirby got there.
Kirby's
never lost to Georgia Tech. But this would be a statement win if Tech can hold on here. But I think this is a game that could go down to the end. Looks like Georgia's driving. Down 20-6. All right, Buford's got the ball back, 1st and 10 at the 18. They are so quick at it.
Yep. And it's just inside zone, just getting behind that big offensive line, that tired North Gwinnett defense, and they're just, they're displacing the line of scrimmage. I mean, these guys are getting 3-4 yards before they're ever even getting close to contact.
Ethan Irving on the run there. He's had a good game. All 4 backs have actually played well. So it'll be 2nd and 2.
And it just looks like,
again, yeah.
It looks like two different football teams right now than what we saw in the first half.
Yeah, not same North Gwinnett team we saw in the second quarter. Certainly their defense.
But this is Buford's recipe, right? It doesn't have to be flashy, even though they have flash, as we saw, when they can get the ball out in space. But they want to be able to control the line of scrimmage, wear you down over 48 minutes, and dare you to try to play with them for the length of the game. I think we'll see a lot of that next week.
All right, 1st down goal for Buford. Putting the wraps on this quarterfinal win they're going to get. Now Irving in for the touchdown.
Just a little exclamation point on what has been a master class of the second half.
Yes, they have.
By this Buford team.
Now, hats off to Buford. Hats off to North Gwinnett.
Absolutely.
Good season. It's going to be their first loss of the season, but nothing to be embarrassed about. A lot of teams have had a hard time coming up here and beating Buford.
Well, and I don't think the score is indicative of the level of play of these two. It's gotten away from them here in the second half, and they put themselves in a bad position in the first half.
But scoring recap brought to you by Breda Pest Management. That was Irving off left tackle for the touchdown. 2-yard score.
This will definitely be something Coach Godfrey can build off of going into next year. Going into the offseason, it'll be something they'll be hungry about. Won't have
a lot of young kids on that run.
Won't have any hard time motivating his guys to get back up and get ready to get back in that weight room when they come back from Christmas break, and it all starts over again in January.
All right, so it's 43-7, 6:53 left. Football fans, get ready for the 2024 Dr. Pepper SEC Football Fanfare on December 6th, 7th at the Georgia World Congress Center. It's free, people, so you don't have to go to the game, but you can go enjoy the fanfare. I've been there every year. The event, which celebrates everything SEC football, is free to the public. Plus, don't miss the T-Mobile concert on December 7th at noon, featuring country music duo Dan and Shay. So stick around because we got a great post-game show with Ashley Carey. We'll get to all the scores and the brackets, the big upset by North Cobb Christian over #1 ranked Savannah Christian down in Savannah. That's a biggie there. Elijah Griffin, the big defensive lineman for Savannah Christian.
Nothing like a big upset. Make a 4.5-hour bus ride.
Better on the winning side, that's for sure.
I can remember my favorite long bus ride back home. It was we went up to Philadelphia and played St. Joseph, and it was a 10-hour bus ride to Philly and back, and well, not there and back. When we came back, and it was, I tell you, it was electric though. Going up, and when you can play those big out-of-state games, and
that had to be a lot of fun. Our biggest one, we didn't go very far at Lakeside here. We used to go up to Athens every year and play Clark Central or Cedar Shoals and Death Valley, which was a lot of fun.
Death Valley.
We used to stop at the Sizzler. You remember the Sizzler restaurant? I think we were more excited about eating at Sizzler than playing in the football game. Like I said, don't forget, we got a lot of things coming up. We got the middle school championships tomorrow right here on the Peachtree Sports Network starting at 11 o'clock. Born to Compete, 3 really good football games that Roddy White, our producer tonight, will be producing tomorrow. Flag on the play. This is one of those, if you're North Gwinnett, you just want to get the clock down to 0.
Yeah, if there was a tap button, it'd probably be time to hit it about right now.
Now, Adam, you're going to be coaching in our Georgia Elite Classic, our 12th Georgia Elite Classic. We're moving back from Rome to McEachern High School this year. You'll have a 7th grade team. Coached a couple of teams in the past there.
Yep. It's always fun. Love coaching the young guys and those type of things. It just means a little more, I think. They get to play in an all-star game, get coached up by different people, play with different people, and it's just such a good experience for those young guys. So really,
well, and you're going to be coaching a 7th grade team, and it's amazing. But you got colleges that are looking at kids in 7th and 8th grade now. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's wild to me. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to be in 3-4 years? But
Georgia game's getting interesting. Georgia's trying to score. They are down about the 2-yard line, down 20-6 with about 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Move. And there goes Lafayette. And you see where his explosiveness comes right there. And, just weren't able to get him going, and now the game's, kind of gotten away from you. But you see why he's such a touted back, and he's had a heck of a season.
Yeah, and like I said, North Gwinnett undefeated. They'll be back strong next year.
No doubt. You stack these seasons one on top of the other, and that's how you build a program. And you get to play these extra weeks. You get to experience these deep runs, and that'll be an impact on the underclassmen.
Yeah, and a few years before you won a state championship, North Gwinnett won their only state championship.
Yeah, we played them.
Bill's got 2 now.
We played them that year. As a matter of fact, second game.
Second game of the season?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good team. All right, we'll decide on our offensive and defensive players of the game in a few minutes. It's a nice run up the middle.
And again, you love
Number
seeing
9.
that. You love seeing it. They continue to play
Mazzoni.
hard.
Yeah.
Getting an opportunity.
First time with the ball for him.
I tell you, offensive players of the game for Buford is always going to be hard because they get the ball in so many different people's hands.
They really do. Jordan Allen, gonna have to look at him for offensive player of the game for Buford. Find a defensive player of the game. There's a lot of talent on that defense for Buford.
And again, I go back to that culture piece I was talking about with Coach App. I mean, to have this many stars on your team to almost become a faceless team, that says something.
Yeah.
You know, when it isn't just one or two guys that are carrying everything but still getting the effort that you want to get out of those guys, and that's.
Well, he's going to throw it deep. It's going to be overthrown. Might be a flag there, but I think we're going to get it.
Other than the one big long completion early in the game, man, we really just haven't seen the ball being able to be stretched down the field a whole lot. That's, again, a testament to these defenses.
Right. (43-7), a little under 4 minutes left.
There we go.
All right, nice run there. It looks like
we got a flag. Sometimes when you get out on that perimeter, the hands slip down, and it's easy to call those holding calls when you're out isolated outside, you know.
Caleb Mazzoni on the run there for North Gwinnett, but I think that is coming back.
Yep, just got his hand around the back right there. You're going to get that call more times than not.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Third down.
3:47 left here. 43-7. Buford. They'll play Carrollton next week in the state semifinals. That'll be a 1-2 matchup in Class 6A.
If you're Coach App, you're probably getting some of your younger guys in here, getting them some experience. Again, another one of those things that's great about being able to play extra games. You get more experience, and that just continues to build on top of itself.
Anybody who stands out for you? Anybody in particular on Buford's defense?
I mean, that entire defensive line, I think, is what stands out to me. Oh,
that was almost picked off there.
You know, I think it's one of those things. It's player of the game by committee, and just to be able to shut this, it just really, really touted North Gwinnett running attack down. That is just incredible. All the work that goes in, all the film study, all the practice, all the meetings. It just seems like they're always one step ahead, and that's where you got to tip your cap to the coaching staff here at Buford. They do such a great job year in and year out, week in and week out.
Timeout, North Gwinnett.
All right, we got a timeout by North Gwinnett.
First timeout of the half.
3:43 left as Buford leads this quarterfinal GHSA matchup with North Gwinnett, 43-7. All right, we've got our Georgia High School Sports Daily Show every day from 12 to 1 on the Peachtree Sports Network. A lot of interviews, stories. You never know what you're going to see. So you can watch that from 12 to 1 every weekday. And it's not just football. Talk about all the sports. We talked a lot about basketball coming up and wrestling, gymnastics,
Get those winter
sports,
sports.
swimming and diving. And then, of course, in the spring, we'll have all the stick and ball sports. Getting a little close in Athens, 20-13 with 8:18 left.
Still
Good
plenty
game.
of
a lot of football to play.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing, when I went to the college game, you don't realize how much longer those games are. You see 48 minutes to 60 minutes. You don't think it's that big of a deal, but, man, those games, they just, that's why you see some big comebacks.
Play to the end.
That's why you see some big comebacks in those fourth quarters. It can go anywhere.
All right, 3:43 and counting as North Gwinnett's going to punt back to Buford. And as I said, Buford will meet Carrollton in the semifinals next Friday night. We're going to try to tell you which semifinal game we're going to do in our post-game show. Make sure to stick around for Ashley Carey and all the scores and bracket busters, as we get closer to the state championships, which will be in a couple weeks at Mercedes-Benz on a Monday through Wednesday.
There we go.
Yep. We've got a big football honors show that we're going to be doing down at in South Atlanta. At the Teamsters has a new event facility, Adam, and we're going to name for the first time an official Mr. Georgia.
That's fantastic, man.
We're excited about that. We'll have the top 5 finalists there, and we'll announce it live on the Peachtree Sports Network.
What a hard task that is in this state, to pick 5 of all the. I mean, you could pick 5 on this field right here that are worthy. And so I don't envy you guys for having to figure that list out.
We've also got our Corky Kell Dave Hunter Classic basketball coming up. That's the 20th and 21st. The 20th will be at Norcross High School. We'll have 4 games there, which will include both the Norcross girls and boys teams, and we'll switch to McEachern the next day, and we'll have both the McEachern girls and boys teams, as we've got 8 games, 2 days on the Peachtree Sports Network. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of good basketball, a lot of good boys and girls basketball. So make sure tune in for that. If you want to come on out, you can buy a ticket, watch some good high school basketball. All right, so Buford is going to leave it on the ground here.
Yep, as we just salting this game away, and again, what a great second. You couldn't have drawn it up any better if you're Coach App. And credit their halftime adjustments, and as you felt that game, like we talked about, kind of swinging
right
North Gwinnett's way, and they didn't panic, and nor should they have. Were able to come out and play the type of game that they wanted to play, establish that run game, play good physical defense, and just continue to extend that lead.
Yep. Well, hats off to Buford. They've been a great host for us. We've been up here a lot of times, done a lot of TV games here. This will, of course, be our last more than likely television game up in Buford at this stadium.
I have a feeling there'll be plenty in the new one.
Yes. And as we heard their AD talk about at halftime, they've already sold half of their luxury boxes. That's crazy, isn't it?
That's crazy.
How about the stadiums they build in Texas for high school fields?
Well, and
it's unbelievable.
I always say, Georgia and Texas are head and shoulders, in my opinion,
above everybody else.
Above everybody else, and the only place where I felt like Texas really separated was those facilities. We were working a QB Universe camp out in a school in Dallas, and their indoor facility with the coach's office in the weight room, they had 40 racks in their weight room. And they were talking about they put 150 kids in there at one time. I was just like, this is crazy.
How many racks did y'all have at Milton?
Maybe 15, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But, they darn near
It's a
tripled.
beautiful school. They did a beautiful job up there at that school. Very, very nice. As this game winds down to about 1:28 left, with Buford putting on a show in the second half. Adam.
Sure did.
43-7.
Exact style of play they want to do. They control the line of scrimmage, play with 12 personnel most of the time. I mean, they got one back and two tight ends, daring you to come up and stop it. I was hoping to see the game kind of tighten up and see if which quarterback would maybe have to take it over the top. But when you don't have to go to option B, when option A is working, you never have to go to option B, right?
I think we're going to get one more play in here.
But I think that'll do it.
Okay. And that is going to...
That'll do it.
I think that's going to do it.
Great game by Buford. Great first half by North Gwinnett. Like I said, it's just when you have that much depth, it's just really hard to sustain for 48 minutes, and you just saw that the Buford machine really start to take over there in the second half.
Well, Adam, I want to thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Hope to have you back.
My pleasure.
It's kind of fun stepping in to a night like this.
Absolutely.
As Buford's going to win this game 43-7, they will move on to the GHSA semifinals where they will meet number 1 Carrollton. So we'll see a number 2, number 1 matchup between Buford and Carrollton, which should be a heck of a football game.
Must-see TV right there.
Must-see football. I'll tell you, though, hats off to North Gwinnett, Eric Godfrey, and his players. Had a great undefeated regular season, getting into the quarterfinals, winning their first 2 playoff games. Like you said, Adam, I think they'll be back, and a lot of young talent on that team.
That's right. And the state of football in Gwinnett County is alive and well and healthy, and these are 2 great schools to represent it. And excited to see where next week goes, but then, next year as well, as this North Gwinnett team, I'm sure will just reload and get ready to roll.
All right, we're going to go to the third member of our crew, Ashley Carey, who's with the winning Buford head football coach.
Hey, Coach, an unbelievable game tonight. In the month of November, you have held your opponents to only scoring 1 touchdown a game, 2 turnovers at the beginning of the game. How does that set the momentum and change the tone for the entire game?
I mean, it did get us rolling. We kind of played like almost a full quarter, just a lethargic football, and I hate that, you know what I mean, because other than that, we played pretty dang good all night long. But obviously, turnovers help you out. They get the momentum going in the right direction and breaking off some good runs early, gets everything going in the right direction. We just keep giving things up versus, like, making them earn it sometimes, like the penalties and the silly things like that. I hate that, and we got to get that fixed.
Sure, and in these next few days, as you head to the semifinals for the first time in a while, what do you guys need to work on, and how will you perfect that game going into the next round?
I mean, just watching them film tomorrow and working on the little things that we did bad today. I mean, kids are practicing really well. They're doing the right thing. We just got to stay healthy and just stay together. This group is close. And a lot of people counted them out early, but they're fighting every day just to, continue to have a chance to keep playing. And I'm proud of them right now.
You said this at the beginning, but I really don't think your team has hit that peak yet. Do you?
I really don't. I mean, it's crazy because I thought we played really, really well last week. And we didn't play as good this week at times. So I do think there's another jump that we could have. And I think we need to have it pretty soon because this time is running out. So I believe we can get better.
Sure. Well, one of your guys getting better and better every single day is Jordan Allen, our MVP, Robbie Hunter MVP Award, presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Congratulations. An unbelievable performance by you tonight. Your catch in the end zone was just something we haven't really seen in a long time. It's freezing out here. How do you do that in the cold?
Just sticking to the plan, just believing in the coaches, just trusting my QB just to put it in a spot where only I can get it.
And what would it mean to you to close out your year here with a championship trophy?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it'll be everything. I mean, it's special, we got a great group of guys, so it'll just be good to just finish it out and end with a ring.
Absolutely. Well, you are our Kroger Game Ball winner. We will let me get the Sharpie out for you. We'll get your signature on it. Oh, that's a pin. Too many things to hold. All right. So you will get your signature on here. This ball has every MVP from every game we've had this year. Pick a spot wherever you want. Your signature will go on, live forever on here. Make sure it's big and pretty. It's beautiful. I'll take that from you. And I'll also give you the Robbie Hunter MVP award. Congratulations. We're looking forward to seeing what you can do in the semis, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Guys, we'll be back with our offense and defensive player of the game right after this.
Your home for live local high school football is Peachtree Sports Network. Don't miss the action every Friday night, only on PSN. Over the air on 17.2, on cable, and streaming on YouTube TV and Fubo. High school football on PSN is sponsored by McDonald's.
You have a vision, a dream. Doers like you drive the heartbeat of our community, creating jobs and the foundation of our future. Growing your business, reaching your true potential takes the right partner. At Gray Digital Media, we can help because we know local. Our marketing specialists know how to reach your customers here and everywhere. Our experience spans coast to coast, but our focus is right here in Atlanta. Building, connecting, finding solutions, exceeding expectations. Together, we thrive. You do what you do best. Create and innovate. We'll do the rest. Gray Digital Media. We know local. Let's connect today. GDMAtlanta.com.
Washington Media Scholars Foundation, proudly celebrating over 15 years of empowering college students through scholarships, career opportunities, and industry connections. Compete for over $150,000 in scholarships and an all-expense-paid networking trip to Washington, D.C. Connect with top media companies, enhance your media skills, and advance your career. Visit mediascholars.org to learn more.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. Really just all about the money.
Are you ready for a match made in Georgia? Georgia Match is changing the way Georgia high school students go to college.
There were so many different writing prompts, and it was a lot.
It was very time-consuming and difficult.
It was kind of like a nerve-wracking thing.
And I was like, oh, I actually have to think about college.
I didn't know if it was worth going to college, maybe go to work and start my life that way.
A lot of students do experience stress and anxiety. They don't know what colleges they could even have a hope of attending.
The main issue is how complicated the college going process is.
$50 for this college application, $25 for this, $75 for this one.
It's tedious. There's a lot of information.
It's just a kind of a daunting task to go through all the paperwork.
She wasn't thinking about college, but I was.
I was like, this sounds so easy. Why wouldn't I apply to college with this?
It has all of the colleges in Georgia that they look to be pre-qualified for.
It's explaining the Georgia colleges that you're eligible for based on your HOPE GPA.
It was better than like searching schools one by one online.
There was probably about 20 to 25 on the Georgia Match that came in.
There's so many colleges out there, but Georgia Match made it easier for me to pick out which college I wanted to go to.
They are pretty surprised at how many options they have in the state of Georgia.
Georgia Match takes into consideration everything. They do the hard work for you.
They can just click save my spot. It is as simple as that.
They give you a beginning push to just motivate you to even apply.
Without having to spend hours on end in front of a computer repeatedly entering in the same information.
Several students came up with their letter and wanted to know, are they serious? Like I could really apply to all of these? And yes, it's real.
I got into about 6 or 7. It saved me hours of application times and money.
Look at all these schools I can apply to and actually get in. And it was just like an exciting feeling and confident booster for sure.
Her plan was to go to Clemson, but with Georgia Match, it only made sense that she stay within the state of Georgia.
Students don't know what is all in Georgia, and there's so many other options that they might not ever even think about.
And they don't realize how good Georgia schools are.
It's an excellent program for the students to know all of their options.
The Georgia Match program did take away the intimidations of trying to find the right school that fit him.
I didn't know that she could get accepted into so many schools. It made me happy.
As soon as I saw my colleges I got accepted to, I almost made the decision immediately.
I get my Georgia Match results back, and I'm able to go through an easy application process with no money down.
They have so much on their plate right now, anything to make decisions easier.
I think Georgia Match gave her a lot of confidence.
Be responsible and accountable for his choices is probably one of the greatest accomplishments a parent can have.
If I didn't see these options with Georgia Match, the amazing results that I got, I probably would have ended up at Clemson University.
It makes me super confident about what I want to do.
If Georgia Match didn't exist, there's no way I would be applying to 25 schools.
It quickly boosted my confidence, thinking, okay, they want me.
The state of Georgia just does a wonderful job of giving our kids options.
Seeing that list was super inspirational, motivational.
You say, oh my gosh, my options were 0, and now it's the world. And it gives them hope. It's nice.
It definitely builds my confidence. It makes me think I'm like the smartest person in the world. I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
Yo tengo mi sitio con Georgia Match.
I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
Welcome to the Postgame show presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. I'm here with the Gatorade offense and defensive players of the game tonight. Your offensive player of the game is Dayton Raiola, the quarterback. What a statement you guys made here tonight. What do you have to say for who's next?
I just think that they need to know what we're about, and we're going to establish the run game first, and then we're going to let the ball fly when we get a chance to. So get our balls, get the ball to our playmakers, and let them go make a play.
And there's a lot of them.
There is. Yes, ma'am, there is.
And our defensive player of the game is Nico Maggio. Nico, a fantastic performance by the entire defense. It was really hard to not just have the whole defense on the show tonight. So can you kind of walk us through what you guys do week after week? I mean, 3 turnovers in tonight's game. You guys really made an impact into tonight's performance.
I mean, like you said, we're going to play Buford football. We're going to stop the run. And we got all kind of playmakers on defense, so this could have went to anyone. But just trusting the coaches, trusting the game plan, and executing.
And how do those 2 turnovers right at the beginning of the game set the momentum and really set the pace for the entire game?
I mean, it's huge to get the ball back to the offense, like he said, keep pounding the run, just setting the tone.
And lots of players in tonight's game. Did anybody stand out to you over the others, or is it really all your playmakers? I mean, you really truly have the best running backs in the country.
No doubt. I mean, we got a 4-person duo, quadruple, whatever you want to call it. But, we try and run a double pass with Ty, and he's covered, but he turns it into a 10-yard gain and first down. And then you got Baker in there pounding it, getting on the outside. Dale doing the same thing, getting in and out. And then Ethan, he getting on the perimeter, and he goes and makes plays. So, yeah, for sure, it's nice having a running back.
Yeah.
All those running backs like that.
For sure. Absolutely. Well, we enjoyed watching everybody play here tonight. I guess the secret to success is a heated hand warmer. I'm going to have to get myself one for the semifinals. Guys, congratulations on being our Gatorade players of the game. We're so excited to see what you guys do in the semifinals. We'll be back with the brackets to see who's heading to the semifinals right after this.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting 6 figures.
Hey, I have your back, you have my back, we're going to do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Are you interested in becoming a deputy or a jailer? The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office is hiring and looking for individuals passionate about protecting and serving their community. If you are 18 years or older, join our team by visiting gogcso.com for more information. Gwinnett County, together, we can make a difference.
At Breda, we made the decision 20 years ago to invest in infrared cameras
The infrared gives us a unique advantage because we can pinpoint that termite damage. We then use our microwave technology, which allows us to localize our treatment so we can get rid of those termites quicker before that damage becomes extensive. And that saves you a lot of money as a homeowner.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom. It's a really nice day living in a hard space. Breathing your gas got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future. Every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Welcome to the Postgame Show presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. I'm Ashley Carey, joined by IJ Rosenberg. We're the old, retired, expired
Rusty
version.
and Kaylee.
Exactly.
They're going to put us back out to pasture.
Yeah, they
after
are.
a few
We're
minutes.
back into retirement we go when they come back for the semifinals next week. An unbelievable performance tonight. IJ, I was talking to Coach Appling earlier, and I said, you guys have not let an opponent score more than one touchdown since October 10th. So the entire month of November, only one touchdown allowed in every single game. That includes the playoffs. Just a great performance.
Yeah, Buford's good. I mean, both teams actually have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Buford's depth, I mean, they're 4 running backs, and you just can't turn the ball over like North Gwinnett did early. I mean, I thought North Gwinnett really looked good defensively in the second quarter, but, third quarter it was all Buford, and that was the game.
Yeah, well, there were a lot of other good games playing tonight. Some huge upsets we're going to talk about. We'll start with the 6A bracket. That Grayson-Collins Hill game was close the majority of the game, but Grayson comes out on top. They'll play Douglas County and then Carrollton. My goodness, what a show by Carrollton tonight. They'll play here at Buford next week.
Well, Carrollton-Buford's really a state championship game. I mean, that's something that I hope the GHSA we can avoid from now on and possibly do a power ranking like they do at the lower classifications. But, Grayson, Douglas County is going to be good. Douglas has as much talent as Buford or Carrollton. So go to 5A. We've got Coffee and Hughes, Lee County and Milton. That's a state championship game. That's a 1-2. With Milton and Lee. We'll have an exciting announcement in a couple of minutes about the Milton and Lee County game. But that Coffee-Hughes game is going to be good. Good win for Hughes tonight.
Yeah, a lot of scores for a very cold evening, and the Friday after Thanksgiving, a lot of touchdowns seen here in this bracket. Milton really closed the door early on that game.
Yep, they did.
We'll take a look at the 4A bracket. Creekside shutting out Eastside, and then Marist advancing on. They'll play Creekside and Blessed Trinity against North Oconee. That will be a good match.
Yeah, North Oconee, we've had number one all season. Craig Sager's done it was either Craig or Najee. I can't remember which doing the 4A bracket, but they've done a great job leaving North Oconee on top. This is really good. That BT North Oconee game should be really good. And Marist is back. I mean, they were in the semifinals. We did them on TV last year against Thomas County Central. And, of course, Creekside, who unfortunately, could not play because of the bus accident in Rome in the Corky Kell Classic. They're back in it. They were in the state finals last year.
Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing them playing some extra football. We'll go down to 3A. Jefferson and LaGrange will square off, and Calhoun and Stevenson.
Yep, and glad to see Stevenson back in it. It's been a long time since we've had a DeKalb County team in the state, semifinals. In fact, I think you have to go back a few years to find that. That should be a really interesting game. Calhoun's gotten better over the years. I would probably say, Jefferson might be the favorite of the 4 there.
And it's good to see LaGrange continue on. Coach Napier will continue on for another week. We really enjoy it.
As his brother will at Florida.
Yeah, yep, you're right. All right, let's take a look at the 2A bracket. Some great matchups ready to go. We've got Rockmart against Burt County and then Appling County against Carver Columbus.
Yeah, Carver Columbus is really good. They've sort of become the team to beat. Appling County, I know Najee loves them. I think they're probably the favorite in that game. And on the other side, Rockmart, happy for them. They've been, of course, in Corky before. And Burke County's back. They've been in, it's been a while since they've been this far in the playoffs.
Look how lopsided that bracket is. On the right, you've got some pretty big, substantial leads there. And then on the left, a very close game between the two matchup there. And then we'll take a look at Class A Division I. Great matchups here. For the semifinals, we've got Northeast against Fitzgerald, and then Toombs County, a favorite. We've watched them all year, plays Dublin.
Yeah, I think Toombs County has to be the favorite there, although Fitzgerald's always good this time of year.
Absolutely. We'll keep going. Class A Division II, we'll take a look at who will make it and advances to the semifinals. Irwin County and Bowden, Brooks County, and Manchester.
Yeah, Irwin County, like I said, like Buford, a team that's been to this, to the semifinals many, many times. I think that, I'd probably make them the favorite there. Although, I think that Brooks County has a really deep team this year. So, you might see a Brooks-Irwin state championship matchup.
And then a bracket buster here. We'll head over to the private school bracket. I am blown away. North Cobb Christian defeats Savannah Christian. That's huge. They took a 4.5 hour bus ride over to Savannah Christian to come back with the win. They'll play Prince Avenue, and then on the other side of the bracket, it was a shutout for the longest time. 13 points scored by Aquinas, but Hebron Christian will play Fellowship.
Yeah, Hebron Christian is really a good football team, and now with Savannah Christian out of this thing, they played Prince earlier in the year. Hebron, we had the game on TV. Prince Avenue ended up winning that game. Prince Avenue awful good, but look, if North Cobb Christian can go down to Savannah and beat a team like Savannah Christian, which has maybe the top player in the country on it, then you got to watch out for them. But boy, are they having a good time on that bus ride back.
Absolutely. Well, when we had Prince Avenue earlier in the year, they did not want to play Savannah Christian, and they will get a chance to do just that. They'll get to play North Cobb Christian. IJ, a fantastic slate of semifinal playoffs. We have been itching to go to this location where we are going next week. Can you tell everybody at home watching where we will be for the semifinals?
Yeah, we're very excited. I think we got a state championship game. We'll be at Milton High School. They will host Lee County. Two really, really good coaches. Fabrizio getting the opportunity to get to the state championship. So I think it's going to be a great game. We'll have that on the Peachtree Sports Network next Friday night from Milton High School. Number 1, Milton. Number 2, Lee County. At Milton High School. We'll start that game around 7:37.
And if you just can't get enough of us until Friday, we have got a fantastic show for you on Wednesday on the Peachtree Sports Network. The Georgia High School Sports Daily Show is doing a special feature on
early recruiting day.
Yep, so that'll be fun. Tune in. I think it's 2 to 4 p.m. So make sure you tune into the Peachtree Sports Network then, but also tune in next Friday for a fantastic matchup. We can't wait to see you. Thank you, everybody here. Roddy White, Matt Sims, Ashley Carey, IJ Rosenberg, and everybody behind the scenes. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your leftovers. We'll see you next week.
Your home for live local high school football is Peachtree Sports Network. Don't miss the action every Friday night, only on PSN. Over the air on 17.2, on cable, and streaming on YouTube TV and Fubo. High school football on PSN is sponsored by Ingalls.
It's that time of year. The Black Friday sales event at Matthews Kia of Cartersville is going on now. Get the 2025 Kia Sportage and 2025 Kia Sorento